Y'all know what it is. MZ Talks Boxing.
Let me make this abundantly clear. We talk about boxing here. My opinion is winning, but if you ain't feeling, then good on your boxing. Yeah, this mental headshot sting. So do these body blows that I bring. You wanted the big step to the ring. Let's go to the toe to the final bell ring. MZ Talks Boxing. Yeah.
What's going on? Welcome to another episode of MZ Talks Boxing. Y'all know what it is. We talk about it. We had a good weekend of boxing. For those enthusiasts that like to watch boxing, Loma was the first man to stop George Ferocious Kambosos. And once Lomachenko warmed up, in my opinion, George Kambosos did not stand a chance after that. Once the old man got those gears moving and got to moving around, he proved a little too much for Kambosos, which you can see it in the footwork, especially once Lomachenko started trying to decide he wanted to step the pace up a little bit and started laying the hands on Kambosos. But we're gonna make sure that we acknowledge the family as they start to roll through the door, such as Eric Arden fell into the house. He's saying salute. As always, we're gonna say salute right back at you. Glad to have you in the house. Now, let me go ahead and say early, the views expressed on the panel tonight, if there's a panel, may or may not reflect the views of the channel. So, with that being said, you know how it is. My co-host has cooked up a nice, sensible topic, I believe, a plate with plenty of meat on it for us to devour and pick through. Strangers into a fight. When I can't remember the young lady's first name, but her last name is Jones. She was fighting an old 41 years old. Let me say that again. 41 years old was the champion in ladies boxing. And it was a good fight. I can't believe how nimble that 40-year-old champ was. But the throwing of it was at the end of the fight, it was clear that Jones had edged the fight off. But the announcer, bless his soul, stood up and said the wrong person had won the fight. And it looked like they had hit a reset button or the TV had glitched because the referee snatched them back and got their arms back up where they went on and announced the correct winner, which was Jones. I believe she would lead the old champion of her belt. With that being said, we're going to sit back like we usually do, wait for my family to start falling in, and I'm going to pull up to read about what we're going to talk about. And I want to say hello to my baby girl in Argentina. She landed the other day. She's called me and been sending out pictures and everything. And she's loving it. She is loving it. So congratulations to my baby girl. I fondly and lovingly call her Kamuff. She's out there doing a thing in Argentina. My boy Eric said, I am going with Team Usyk. Okay, I was going to ask that question when it came around to it. Also, one of my other brothers that fell into the house, the voice of reason, D-Lo 404 Boxing. Y'all get a chance, because I know some new people that come through and check out these videos lately. You get a chance, go and check that man out. Once again, that's the voice of reason. That's right. named by our brother Trey X. And D-Lo 404 Boxing always gives you something to think about when you go check his channel out. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you to point yourself in that direction whenever you get a chance to. So the Ring of Fire, I guess that's what they call it. Fury versus Usyk. I seen his dad, John Fury, I think. John Fury, I don't know what happened. What was going on with, he got into it with somebody from Usyk's team. I saw a picture of him, had a nice little nick on his forehead, where a stream of blood running down his face. If it had been a picture for a movie, it would have been a nice picture. So I don't know what's really going on with that, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Furies have a way of getting up under people's skin and know how to press the right buttons at the right time. And apparently they did that. If anybody knows anything about what went on in that situation, please put it in the comment in the chat, so I can have a better picture of what was going on. I've been working hard this week, so I did get a chance to see a little boxing. Like I said, I got a chance to enjoy the Lomachenko Kambosos fight. And I think it was Sean Porter that made a good point about the fight. He said that old fool headbutted somebody and busted his own forehead. Like I said, those Furies know how to go ahead and get things started, get that noise pumping. So I guess they're trying to get the build up for the fight. I'm really looking to see what kind of tactics that old Tyson is going to bring to the table the night of the fight. Errol said the Furies, let me light these up so they can be seen by the world. The Furies are habitual line steppers. I heard Pops didn't start it. Are you serious? Excuse me. I kind of find that one hard to believe, the way the Furies be talking noise and everything. Anytime they have an issue, I would always point to Papa Fury enticing somebody to make a move. But it is what it is. Okay, reaching us out from Florida. That's right. We got them all the way down in Florida. I got family all over the place. Gil Cole's in the house. That's right. My brother Gil Cole's coming in. He's screaming out, salute OG. And as always, I'm saying salute right back. He said, I got Fury by late round stoppage. We're going to put that up there. Okay, so we got my brother Eric going with Team Usyk. And I got my brother Gil Coles going with Team Fury. So as it's going down, we're going to go ahead and see how it goes. The rest of the family breaks it down and see what it ends up, how it ends up, Team Fury or Team Usyk, when it comes down to everybody coming to visit. Let me go ahead and put my I don't know how to, I need Hypey up in here, see if he can put a poll up or something so I can ask a question. Who do you got? There we go. I got this. So we got one for Usyk. Let me write that on up. And one for Fury. All right, I'm gonna be keeping score as we go through. Right now, we tied up 1-1. Now, I was talking to my brother about, big bro done slid in the house. What's going on, big bro? He said, what's up, bro? As always, y'all know I got to give big bro his props. Big Yee, a.k.a. Texas Timbo, a.k.a. Manny Drapeling, and my favorite, Maestro. That's right. Man, Cole, when it comes to making those tracks, and I always got to show love to that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we got another vote coming in from Big Bro, and he came straight to business. He getting it out the way quick, fast, and in a hurry. He say he on Team Usyk. So, all right. Osalandic or Alexander, however you say his name. Y'all know I'm bad when it comes to pronouncing these people's governments. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave it at Usyk. Usyk is up 2-1 when it comes to the fight with him and Fury. So, Gil Cole said, he looking at the stoppage to take place around the 11th to 12th. So you giving Usyk a ride all the way out. You know what I'm saying? He said, Eric also said, Big Bro got more nicknames than Apollo Creed. That's a good one right there. Anyway, I'm looking at a good fight. I'm really trying to still figure out how Usyk is going to attack this. You know, Tyson Fury is not going to be an easy walk in the park. Yeah, we seen him get cut by Otto Violin. We seen him get dropped by Cunningham. We seen him get dropped by Wilder, but you know, 9 times 10, who wouldn't get dropped by Wilder except for Joseph Parker, because he wouldn't let his hands go or wouldn't let the right hand go. So it's not like Fury can't be dropped. The thing is, how do you stop the big snowman? You know what I'm saying? That's the question. How do you stop the big snowman? We seen him get up, as they love to brand it. He rose from the dead when Wilder clearly clipped him. And we're not going to say nothing about a long count or the referee going out his way to give Fury every chance that he could. And this is not my words. These are the words from the referee himself. I actually watched him on the interview the night it was live and posed questions like everybody else. So him giving a long count and giving Fury every chance, that has nothing to do with this right now. My question is, how is somebody going to stop the big snowman? What can Usyk do if we're going to put him down to keep him down for a count of 10, or for the referee to say, that's it? Or the ref calls it off, who's the boss, in my Trey X voice. Hyphy then fell into the building, my co-host, the man who produces the magic when it comes to these graphics and these clever titles and write-ups that you guys get a chance to read. Why Benavidez is crying about Canelo ducking him, but he ducked Morrell. Morrell keep calling him out. Benavidez sent a good contract by PBC. Benavidez was sent a good contract by PBC where he was getting 75%, and he did not sign. Explain, please. Now, when it comes to something like that, Hyphy, even to me, that's a little mind-blowing. I can't sensibly tell you what the reason is, but we can always speculate. And even with speculation, I'm trying to look on the road to where he is now, which is what, going up to 175, or is it 168? Now he already 168, so I'm guessing he's going up to 165. I mean 75. And you got, you know, Arthur and Bivol there, Dimitri. So I can't really explain that, because you're going, if you look at it, how you're going from the frying pan into the fire. But we can touch on that a little more deeper in the conversation, because I also noticed that Ryan Garcia is turning into a king troll. Is not only disrespecting Kambosos' wife and Kambosos children, but he's also disrespecting Errol Spence's girl and, in a sense, Errol Spence's children. He's also taking a shot at the Mexican monster, aka David Benavidez, calling him out. Now, David did answer him, saying something about we can make it happen, something about it 164 catch weight, and he called him a Disney BI. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's neither here nor there. I'll have to try to wrap my mind around what you're asking, Hyphy. Why is this man ducking Morrell? And these are not my words. These are words of my co-host who sent them in and let me be so positively charged to put him out. Is it a duck? Y'all let me know. But don't forget, as you come in, let me know who you're rolling with. Because right now we got 2 people for Usyk, Team Usyk, and 1 person for Team Fury. I just want to know what the family think and the audience, as they come in, think about who's going to win that fight. As I'm saying, and I'm puzzled by all means, how, you know, is Usyk strong enough to stop Fury? Let's find that out. Let's ask that. Can he be stopped by a body blow? That is possible. You know what I'm saying? Can Usyk get out there and tenderize that body of the big snowman and slow him down and possibly get a good liver shot in, or and make him fold? That would keep him down. Would that be something that can keep the big snowman down? The Gypsy King Snowman? I like to call him the big snowman, and, you know, I have my reasons. But let's be for real. Usyk gonna have to come out there and just straight fight and figure out a way to outbox Fury. I say from start to finish. Don't even start slow. I'm gonna say you're gonna have to be on the offensive and be on the offensive quickly against the big snowman because you have a hell of a reach deficit to overcome. What is it, 84 inches, something like that? Because I think he's 2 inches longer than Wilder when it comes to it. I think Wilder had an 82 inch. I think Fury got a 84. And not to mention, we know Fury has different tactics he likes to use. As Eric is put up on the screen, he said, I know Fury tends to come back strong after a bad performance. But I feel like Usyk might have been building up for this moment. Well, if he's been building up, I hope so. You know what I'm saying? I hope so. Because I am one of those people who are looking. So let me go on and put my vote and say, I know it's a long shot, but yes, I am going to go ahead and add my vote to the team Usyk category. So that puts us at 3, Fury 1. Now, by no means am I sleeping on Fury. That's why I'm letting you guys know, and I'm saying what I'm saying about him. How do you stop this guy? You know what I'm saying? We done seen what a lot of people consider one of the hardest punchers in boxing history, with Wilder catching him with that powerful right hand, and not only catching him with that, but following up with a nice sweeping hook as the man fell to the ground. So that didn't keep the man. That didn't keep the man down. You know what I'm saying? He got up and finished the fight. And he finished the fight pretty much like he was unscathed from the knockdown. You know what I'm saying? He got up fighting, which is going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Bad performance. You know, I wouldn't look at that other fight as a bad performance, but you know, he did get dropped. But that's why I started off saying we've seen him get dropped by Cunningham, who really wasn't a true heavyweight. He was coming up from cruiserweight, which is the same thing with Usyk. We saw how he got dropped, and we saw the tactics he used to end up winning the fight. So Eric all say Fury looked like he lost a lot of weight. That's a possibility. Gil Cole say Fury should go to the body on Usyk. That, you know, that's a remedy too. They both can go to the body, but I'm thinking, I really don't know what Fury. You know, Fury is so unstable, and I don't mean that in a bad way as far as that, but you know, when it comes to fighting and bending the rules, you never know what tactic might come out from him. I'm hoping that he comes out and fight on a level fight and let the best of the best be what it is. You know what I'm saying? Since this is for all the belts at the heavyweight line, which we haven't seen in a good minute. So once again, the heavyweight belts are not going to rest in the U.S. Let's go in and accept that. We got two guys that's not from here getting ready to fight for all the belts. Usyk going to the body in boxing, I'm thinking it's going to be his best move. That's going to be his best move. Eric always reminded me that Fury is an enigma. You're right, he is, but you know what I'm saying? He's played it to himself. I heard some people say Deontay Wilder is his fault that Fury has made a prominent comeback to the spotlight and into the homes of the millions of people that have watched boxing and have watched him. And I say, good for Deontay Wilder. He brought him back. You know, it helped his profile move up as well. So you can't even complain about that. Gil Cole says, let me pull it up on the screen. My brother Gil Cole says, if Fury takes Usyk legs away, it's over. Yeah, that's the thing. And I see this. You said that he had lost weight. It looks like he lost a lot of weight coming from Eric R. That it kind of made me wonder if he plans on moving a lot. Because I was figuring that he was going to come in and use some of that weight and that big frame of his to lean on Usyk when he gets the chance, you know, wrap him up and drive him to the ropes and just lean on him. And you know the tactics that he's capable of using. We saw him use them against Wilder, and boy, did that really zap Wilder's energy. And I mean, seriously zapped his energy. But Usyk is a different animal. We know Usyk well, we believe Usyk works hard because it's hard to say nowadays with these fighters. They'll give you one picture of them doing everything right, and then the next thing you know, you look up and everything will be going wrong. You know what I'm saying? We just seen it happen. But you're right. If Fury manages to pound on Usyk's body and get Usyk's gas tank low down, he stands a heck of a greater chance of a win. Because right now, in my opinion, I think there's a lot of people that feels Fury has a serious advantage. I don't know what the betting odds are right now because I'm not that guy, but I do got a guy that's cold at it. I have lost my damn cigar. But when I get a chance to talk to him, I'm pretty sure he'll let me know what it is. He say, okay, we got Hyphy. Hyphy say, I got Usyk winning. He's been consistently in shape the last couple of years, unlike Tyson. I can agree with that. Tyson, Fury, I'm going to say Fury so people don't get it confused, does seem to let itself, if you could say it's 6'9", balloon up. He has. What am I looking for here? He has. So I agree with you on that. And that, I guess, would mean, Hyphy, that you are also putting your vote for Team Usyk. Let me go ahead and put that on there. That'll give us a count of 4-1 Fury. Usyk is up 4-1 and so far with the family coming in and dropping their votes. What was I? If can Usyk just handle this big mammoth man coming at him all night? That's my question. The question still rises: what can you do to stop Tyson Fury? And I think it's a valid question. How do you stop this man? We seen him get TKO'd, in my opinion. We seen him get knocked with a hellacious right. The issue, they done made clips of it to start other fights of him rising like the Undertaker in the WWE. Gil Coles is giving me a shot. He's saying Usyk's speed and footwork are his only advantages over Fury, in my opinion. Fury ain't no slouch either, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what makes him so hard. Okay, Hyphy, I see you. He said, I got a few minutes to hop on. Come on, bro. It's always love here. Anybody from the block is always welcome. Y'all can come on in anytime, especially you got the keys to the door. Where is my cigar? Like you said, Fury is not a slouch. The man is pretty nimble to be 6'9" and carry the weight that he does. You know what I'm saying? As a boxer, I don't like the man per se outside the ring, but I do have to respect the game and respect his boxing talent and his skills. He does have them. And he's well versed in plenty of tactics and things of that nature to get the win. I'm sorry, I turned my head away. It sounded like I stepped kind of far away. I ain't trying to do that. So yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a job for Usyk. That's a mountain to climb. Joseph Brown in the house. They call him Honorable Judge Joe Brown. I call him my partner, my brother from another mother. Out there, where we at? Minnesota? Ain't we in Minnesota? JB, what's going on? He say Usyk has been the dark horse. I want Usyk to win this fight just because he's always respected the boxing game, represented the sport the right way, never cheated the sport. Now those are some honorable words and something that everybody should agree with, in my opinion, especially when you want to see honesty on the field of competition. You want it to be honest, equal. That way you can always see the best man win. And even though Usyk has those attributes going for him as being a hard worker, never cheating the game and things like that, we know what can happen, and a lot of times does happen. People cheat. It is human nature, I'm starting to see. You just have to accept it. Sometimes people cheat. My boy Eric also say, I feel if you can commit to the body early, it will help you later on in the fight. You know, that's I believe they call that putting money in the bank. Going ahead and putting that money in the bank and making it happen early, beating on that body early can slow them down, where it gives you a chance to make to land some more punishing blows, because the fatigue will start kicking in and things happening. But let's not forget, I keep saying, Fury is versed in tactics. You know what I'm saying? He's a tactical fighter. He knows what to do when he gets in trouble. He knows how to hold on. It's pretty hard to stop a dude to 6'9" with an 84-inch reach. That's probably going to be much heavier than Usyk when they step into the ring. You just imagine how you going to stop somebody like that from draping their arms over you when they want to and leaning on you and just collapsing their weight on you while you're on the ropes. This is something that I'm looking to see take place a few times in the ring with Fury and Usyk. I got my brother Hyphy stepping into the house. Cool as can be. What's going on, bro?
Wagwan me down. What's up with it?
Yeah, it's always great, good, and groovy when you come through.
Hey, yeah, appreciate it. I was listening to a stream yesterday, but it's unfortunate this fight, it ain't getting nearly as much coverage as a mega fight like this should be. And I think it got to do with the fact it is going to be it's not an American heavyweight involved, for one. I think that's the main reason. And then on top of that, just the time of the day which is going to take place.
What time is it due to play?
It's going to be one of those midday fights, so probably like 4 or 5 p.m. your time.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I can't say that Tyson Fury don't have a good enough name where you can say it rings and make people come, or Usyk, but to the as you say, the casual fans, that's who you really want to try to reach to make those numbers jump. Do they really have a feeling for Tyson Fury and Usyk? That's a question that you might want to ask, other than the timing. But yeah, you're right. This being a major fight, you should have some channels talking about it, other than the few that do. And I think it's a good fight to try to break down and talk about, and to really try to wrap your mind around to see which man wins. We both know that they both talented. They both have skills. We Usyk is proven. You know what I'm saying? He has proven himself. He did go in the ring, relieve Anthony Joshua of his belts, which relieved Anthony the second time. And then he defended against Anthony, and kept the belt. So he proved it wasn't a fluke, and he's able to overcome something. But Anthony Joshua, in my opinion, and Tyson Fury are two beasts of a whole different situation. Excuse me, let me jump over here real quick and say, Moody Trayweather in the house, another one of our brothers off of the block. What's going on, man? He's coming in, and he comes in swinging. He said he's going to take Fury, which gives Fury another vote on a list that I'm keeping count for, which makes Fury have 2 votes to Usyk's 4. So Usyk is still up by 2 points, and we'll keep it rolling as possible. Come on. So let me see what we got here. I didn't mean to skip that. Tyson Fury presents so many physical challenge and IQ wise. Exactly. He's going to be menacing because he's so much bigger than Usyk. And I don't mean to like harp on it to make it seem like it's such a big deal, but I think it is going to be it's going to play a major factor. You know what I'm saying? It's going to play a major factor. We know when it's time to do what he needs to do. When it's time to come up with some kind of, some people might say a cheat move, some people say bending the rules a little more. And one of the statements that I hate to hear is, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That fits Fury perfectly. My boy Joseph Brown say they're not real boxing channels. They drama channels. Only want to talk about Haney lawsuit when we have undisputed at heavyweight. Thank your excellency.
My excellency.
No, I'm gonna say he said your excellency. I feel it though. But hold on, are you reading it too high? Don't you see it say yo?
Nah, that nigga, that's my excellency. You know how niggas running around YouTube talking about my general and stuff? Yeah, that's my
Oh,
excellency. That's the
oh,
nigga
okay.
that takes boxing for me.
Mm, okay. Okay. Well, in my opinion, in this fight, if you take Fury legs away, and I know that somebody who is it that's saying if you take Usyk's legs away, it's over. True. I believe that if you take his legs away, he'll be more of a sitting duck. But if you take Fury legs away, does that also stand true? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Fury, Usyk trying to push Fury around and everything. I don't think that would be the smartest tactic. I'm still thinking if he can get in and work that body and get out and box and use his feet through the fight, he stands a heck of a chance of winning because I don't see him stopping Fury. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him stopping Fury. And right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking if you don't stop Fury, you 9 times out of 10 not gonna get the win. But I'm still voting for Usyk. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest. I'm not. I got two combatants here, and I got to get it the way I see it. And y'all know how I feel about the big snowman. But shit, when it come down to fighting, that dude can fight. He knows how to fight. Straight up. So, now Fury taking Usyk body away. I think him just having to lean on Fury on Usyk would be enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he would have to really strategize to attack Usyk's body as much if he can clinch, lean, and zap his energy that way. I don't think he would have to really try to attack the body. I think putting that extra weight on his legs and making you have to hold that up because you ain't gonna want to crumble in the ring because somebody leaning on you. You know what I'm saying? His body attack may not be as necessary as Usyk's. What do you think, Hyphy? I think that I think that you're right, MZ. I think that might be right. Thank you, Hyphy. I seen you just bounced out, but I figured that's what he'd say. He said, I don't recall Fury ever having problems with body shots. This is coming from Gil Coles. Y'all give me a second.
Yeah, so I feel like okay, you're talking about like the inside fight as far as like taking somebody's legs away and stuff. Yeah, I mean Tyson can do that. And obviously, you know, it would be smart to go to the body, but at the same time, because you know, I mentioned this because Tyson has spent the majority of the last 2 years not in the best shape. I really don't know what his legs gonna be like. I think MZ might have stepped away, so I'm gonna keep going. But yeah, so that's my take on that. I don't know what that boy leg's gonna be. I don't know what his conditioning gonna be like at this age. You know, this not the age to be you know, taking off and you know what I'm saying, going idle and shit and think that you're gonna come back and be at your very peak. So
I'm back, Hyphy. My bad.
yeah.
Something jumped up. I had to run out there real quick.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah.
Errol jumped up, huh? Yeah, you was running. I know.
I running from what? I mean, said you was running. I was on the pounce. But let me see. I don't. Gil Cole said he don't recall Fury having problems with the body. Now, JB says that's Joseph Brown. He says Fury doesn't have the IQ advantage. Hell, in my words of in my words of Trey X, the voice of Trey X, where is he? Usyk is a 5 on the pedigree scale, and he's a southpaw who uses angles and footwork and better skills overall. Yeah, I can understand that. But when I say Fury has an IQ, his tactics, it's the stuff that he does in the ring that we consider questionable that always seems to make it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? How do Usyk play? You know, how does a person trying to follow the rules as close as possible deal with somebody who's willing to bend them at any any action or any chance he gets in the ring. You know what I'm saying? We know Fury is used to putting people in headlocks and all kind of stuff. And Usyk, you know what I'm saying, just by him not being as tall, he's susceptible to that. And I'm very interested in seeing how he's going to combat it and deal with it. Joseph Brown, D-Lo said, I got Usyk all the way. Yeah, I put you down first, I believe, didn't I? You make sure no voting twice. No voting twice. But if you didn't vote, let me go and stick it on there. Or let me know if you did so I can not I erase it. But for right now, that puts Usyk up 5-2. That's right. Now, that's how I feel about it, JB, with that part. Usyk all the way. Let me make that bigger so I can see what the heck going on. Here God say MZ and Hyphy playing co-host tag. You know what it is, man. We got to keep it rolling when things go like it's supposed to. But we talking good game right now, but we still haven't broke out. How do you stop this big motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? I've been on here long enough where I can say that. How do you stop this dude, man? Let's be for real. Nobody's been able to knock him out. We've seen him have problems with slick fighters. This is true. We've seen him have plenty of problems with slick fighters. Usyk being a left-hander is going to throw an extra wrinkle in the pot, but we've also seen him beat them all. You know what I'm saying? That part right there is the part that kind of gives me cause to think. You know what I'm saying? It gives me cause to wonder what's it gonna take to stop the big snowman from becoming undisputed. Gil Cole say this fight going to look like a heavyweight version of Devin versus Ryan. Why? And whose way, Gil Cole, do you see? Who's playing Devin and who's playing Ryan? That's my question. Is Usyk gonna be Ryan and Fury Devin? Or are you saying it's the other way around? Now, I'm just curious to find out what you're thinking on that. And it's crazy that I'm sitting here giving Fury all this. Y'all know how I feel about the big snowman, but I got to give him his props because the dude can fight. I got to keep saying that. Would he come into the glove with those what you call them, those pro locks, the ones that had a horse hair that he beat Wilder with in the third fight? Or would he use the floppy, the quick flick jab where he's flicking his glove and it looked like his wrist is broke? Would he use that against Usyk? But I'm understanding, I've been told that it's a possibility that the son of the great Emmanuel Stewart, the nephew, not the son, forgive me, Sugar Hill, will be back in the corner of Fury. Unless I got the wrong information, that can also bring some extra dividends to the fight. I'm sure Usyk gonna fight like hell, but you know, so I'm just trying to see what's gonna happen. Usyk gonna be Devin. All the skills, not enough power for Fury. These are the words of Gil Cole. What do you say, chat? Is that the possibility? Usyk gonna be Devin, and all the skills, not enough power to keep Fury from being on him? I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we seen Cunningham, a very underweight heavyweight, if you ask me, drop Fury. Fury got up and leaned on him, held his head, and caught him with an uppercut. You know what I'm saying? D-Lo 404 Boxing say Usyk 8-4-9-3 type fight. Okay, close like that. Trey X, the man they call frogs from Wales. What to me, and plenty other people that I know, the best fight caller on YouTube. A man with integrity who stands on his word. What's going on, my brother? Salute to you, salute. Glad you made it through. Glad you made it through. Anyway, we trying to figure out, Trey, we taking the vote to see how many people gonna be how many riding with Usyk and who riding with Fury. Right now we looking at 5-2 Usyk. Let's see now. Joseph Brown said this is the best slick fighter that Fury has faced to this point. Fury's size is an X factor. I was picking Fury for the longest, But I changed my stance because I feel like Fury has given Usyk added ammo. So you was riding with the big snowman. You think that he done pissed Usyk off, where Usyk gonna come in and fight in a certain way? You know what I'm saying? That is that what you're saying? The extra ammo? I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Even with that, you know what I'm saying? This dude is just he pull off anything. Ain't no telling what could happen. But I'm riding with Usyk. My boy D-Lo 404 Boxing said, I remember SS Cunningham career cruiser, almost decapitating Fury. He just needed a little more leverage. Yeah, that could have been it. But the big snowman got up again. He got up. He keep getting up. You know what I'm saying? They hit him like you're going to melt and you can't melt him. My brother said, I haven't called a fight in nearly a year. Might as well let that introduction go. Never. You are who you are to me. You know what I'm saying? You are who you are to me. That's I can't take that intro back. Shit, it is what it is, bro. That's love from me to you, always. I'm always introduce you to the best fight call I've heard on YouTube. Those other ones talking about. He said Fury hasn't looked his best since the last Wilder fight. This is coming from D-Lo 404. Well, his last Wilder fight, let's go ahead and put it in perspective. The late great Emmanuel Stewart said those 1A and 1B, if you want to put it, or two heavyweights that should have been reigning at the top. You would think that Fury would look his best, because that would, to my opinion, to that point, would have been his hardest test. The man that he had to watch with the iron fist, Wilder with plenty hard, fought to the bitter end. Nobody else, I believe, gave Fury that part of them when it came to fighting. His tactics were always quick to overwhelm him and get him out of the way. Trey X said, Bonafide 5, who was 335-15 versus a 31-4, 4.5. I understand, Trey. And I'm not taking anything from the Bonafide. I'm just looking at this dude, height, size, the tactics that I know that he'll employ, that he is willing to employ if he can get away with it and do what he needs to do, and that's what I'm harping about. I'm like, we got to look out for, because to me, that's a variable. I would love to see Usyk chop the big snowman down and melt him where the count makes it stop, or the referee calling it off. As you would say, the ref calls it off. Who's the boss? In my Trey X voice. I can't get it, but y'all know what I'm saying. I am pulling for Usyk all the way. Be Bonafide. Yes, I am. I'm pulling for the Bonafide. But that 4.5 that I've seen just get gritty with it, he makes me nervous. You know what I'm saying? I can't even lie about it. He makes me nervous when it comes to this fight. And respectfully, I'm going to say that anybody that thinks that it's going to be an easy fight, to me, for Usyk, I don't think it's going to be that easy. And Gil Cole, I see how you kind of riding for Fury like you are. I don't think it's going to be no easy run in the park for him either. You know what I'm saying? Usyk ain't just going to be like, oh, I'm going to take it. I think the dude going to fight back. I'm just saying, I would like to see how he's going to combat these situations. Tyson trying to put his arm around his neck or laying his body all on him up against the ropes. I want to see how he combats that. The angles that are fortunate to be coming out and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Will he attack Fury's body? I would love to see the big snowman come down from a well-placed liver shot. Ooh. Now that would be so satisfying to see him just on his knees, can't get up, shaking his head, because that pain holding him down for at least 11, 12 second count. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But, we'll see what it goes and when it goes. Excuse me. D-Lo say all that height and size can work against Fury versus the right guy with the right skills and strategy. This is true. Usyk could use Fury's height and size against him. But a lot of times, in my opinion, to get somebody's size and weight like that to work against him. You got to get him moving. If he can get Fury moving and turning and everything, I believe that would be great. You know what I'm saying? To have to make Fury have to constantly move around. But then we see that big dude do be moving around. He does use the ring. He does move around in the ring. I'm thinking the smart thing Fury might try to do is keep Usyk at the end of 84 inches of reach. Is it possible? I don't know. Usyk is a 5.5. I mean, a 5.0 bona fide. You know what I'm saying? He do got the skills. Trey X say, I trust. Oh, it jumped on me like a mother. Let me get it on. I trust Usyk more outside the ring, and all those eight balls might catch up to Fury. Not the 8 balls, but that is true. The bad living could rear his ugly head. Drinking, drugs, all that stuff could rear his ugly head at this moment, at this fight. All that stuff, wearing your body out, not living correctly, and doing the right things constantly with your body. This could be the time that he decides, you know what? Today I'm going to say we're going to be a little bit slower. Your gas tank ain't going to last as long. Your footwork ain't going to be there. That would be great. I would be like, yes, whoop his ass, Usyk. Put hands all over it. I mean, just wear his ass out. You know what I'm saying? That boy has tons of experience to draw on. We talking about Usyk. I know that. Yes, he does with the 334 fights. That's a hell of a lot of experience. But at the same time, I say that out loud thinking, and that would be that don't want Usyk to just pop up and all of a sudden some of those amateur fights, all those fights that he had, those wars, those testaments to his body, let's hope that they don't catch up to him either. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking for a good scrap that coming up for undisputed in heavyweight. And they ain't going to be in an American flag. But it's cool. It's going to be a good fight, I believe. And that's what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Usyk got a better chance of knocking out Fury than hurting him to the body. I just don't see him hurting Fury's body. This is coming from Gil Coles. I don't know, Gil Cole. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing we ain't really seen nobody attacking Fury's body on a consistent pace in the fight. Yes, we saw Wilder start off trying to do it when he got with the dude that didn't get touched and was knocked out. His trainer right now, I can't even think of the dude's name. But yeah, we saw him through a couple of body shots. Fury started countering when Wilder was bending down, and that ended that for Wilder. Usyk ain't that animal. I think Usyk gonna fight from start to finish. Cocaine only stay in your system for a couple of days. This coming out, but it's still a drug, and it's still it changes something in your molecular. You know what I'm saying? It changes something in your body. At some point, it does something. And he drinks too. You know what I'm saying? A lot. You know what I'm saying? We know Fury. I think Fury just do what he want to do, and he go out when he ain't fighting. He got money. He just be wilding. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but this is my thought. And could that be the thing that come and haunt him? Don't know. But we are looking for it. What we got here? Let's see. Okay, I got my brother. I'm trying to keep up in the chat. Oh, he say Fury's body. Wait, what? Fury's body is already hurt if he's drinking pints and shit. Well, he is doing that, D-Lo, because he lets us know that he having a pint or two, or 3 or 4, or you know what I'm saying. He parties. He enjoys life. And that could that be the deciding factor? You know what I'm saying? Could that be the deciding factor? I don't know, but I do. I trust. That's why I voted for Usyk. I trust the Usyk's boxing skills and the fact that he is such a decorated amateur, and he beat the likes of Arthur Betterby, and they were fighting with heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like Usyk ain't dealt with the big boys before. I'm gonna say that I think he's gonna be able to box his way into Fury. If he don't get a knockout or able to stop Fury, I'm sure he can now box Fury. I'm thinking I'm gonna go on and put it out there. I think the little man will be able to keep the big man off of him. He'll be able to rely, as D-Lo 404 said, he'll be able to rely on IQ, as well as Joseph Brown said. The IQ is gonna make a difference, and I think he'll be able to overcome the tactics. I just don't know how. But I'm not sounding too overzealous or anything. I got beliefs in the system that Usyk uses, kind of like the Lomachenko thing, which I did see Lomachenko saying that he is also rooting for Fury to win. That's his boxing brother, Ukrainian brother. I believe that's what he said. I don't want to put too many words in his mouth, but he is going for Usyk to do his thing, as well as I am. You say, let me see, we're going down. He said the effects of cocaine. There you go, D-Lo. He said the effects of cocaine stays longer. It might get out your system fast, but its effects do affect you longer. And I agree with D-Lo 404. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you're doing to your body that's not regular, if you did it enough and over a long enough time, it will start rearing its ugly head, and this effects will start showing. I don't care who you are or what you do, how strong you is. Drugs always seem to break people down. Alcohol too. You know what I'm saying? He said, Fury, this is from Trey X, Fury shows signs of slippage against Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou, of all people. Greedy belly, better come on point. Big Snowman better be ready. I'm thinking that he probably looked at Ngannou as, this is just something I can go out here and make a nice little check on. I can go out here and deal with this, and got his ass surprised. I don't think he's gonna take Usyk like that at all. I think he's gonna try to come and be on point when it comes to dealing with Usyk, because he knows that that's not something that you can play with. This man here does have skills and comes to fight. And with that being said, I think Fury will try to come in there and be ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here thinking, let that big ass dude be overtrained. Anything to give my fighter the upper hand. That's right. As Hypey would say, my fighter. Usyk. Team Usyk. That's pretty good. Nice and cold. Hypey, do you? Okay, that's the wrong thing. So, other than that, we got my vote count. You know, Usyk 5. Wait, yeah, yes, Usyk 5, Fury 2. I don't think too many more people gonna ride for Fury, other than the Guild of Cole, my partner. Fury seemed like the type of MF who dares and shit. You mean like I dare you to do, like somebody tell I dare you to do this in the fight, and he go out there and do it? You mean that type of thing? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know, Eric, or if AJ gets the winner. If it's Fury, or should I say if it's Usyk, do you really think he want that fight? You know what I'm saying? Do you really think he want that fight? I don't think he'll want that fight. You know what I'm saying? He can face the man twice and lost twice. Like in the read up on the channel says, you know what I'm saying? He almost got knocked out in the first fight, and he had a mental breakdown in the second fight, pretty much when he went on that rant. So I don't know if Usyk win. I don't think AJ will be fighting for the titles, but I could be wrong. You know, Eddie Hearn might be able to put that key in his back and wind him up and say, go for it one more time. We have to see. My brother Treg said the Ukrainians and devout Muslims have been what's that? Epitome of what's that? Discipline along with Crawford. Crawford a Muslim? Or you just saying being like just straight discipline when it comes to fighting? Usyk a Muslim? And Loma Chico, they Muslim. I did not know that. I didn't know they was Muslim. He said Harvard. He said Havrovic. was supposed to get the winner, but Turkey prefers AJ. So AJ is getting a shot at whoever wins. Oh, well, the money talking bullshit walk. Usyk landed the cat Usyk. TTMFF. I don't know what that means. TTI. I ain't used to the jargon of texting. I just need the regular word. Fight down the competition is a sign of weakness, mental weakness. Let me say that again. Fighting down to competition is a sign of mental weakness because it means you and I stand. This is what I think it means. I'm just giving y'all what I'm thinking. It means that you are not able to keep yourself up on the top level no matter who it is that you're facing. You should never. What's the epitome? Oh, wait a minute. I'm tripping. Yeah, right. Epitome of discipline. You should never fight down to weaker competition. You should always be ready at the top of your game whenever you step into the ring. So yeah, mentally, I understand that's a mental weakness. I ain't no fighter, but I do get it. You're gonna play whatever you playing, you're gonna play basketball. I got this dude. You just gonna go out there and play like you think you can just do whatever you want to, and next thing you know, you're getting ripped, dunked on, and shot on all night long. Terrible, terrible. Forget you. I mean, you know what I mean. So anyway, fighting down your competition, I agree with you 100%. That is a mental weakness that should not be coming into a top fighter. You know what I'm saying? Top fighters shouldn't do that. And now that I'm saying that and I'm listening to it, damn, Demetrius Bivol said that. He be, not really, he just be going through. That could be a bad thing when it comes to him and what's his name fight. Damn, come on, Demetrius, you can't be doing that. Wait a minute. Let me get on up here. He says, I think Joshua would whoop Fury right now. You think Joshua got his got his confidence back and everything, and he would go out there and deal with Fury? I don't know. Joshua I don't know. I don't know. But that's a good possibility. He said AJ embarrassed a lot of folks with that past fight speech. Yes, he did, D-Lo. The business of boxing wants Fury, AJ for undisputed. It's still a big money fight if Fury wins. Good words on that one, JB. Follow the money, I guess. You know what I'm saying? If the big people want those two to face off still, you know what I'm saying? It could mean something. Dang, let me see. Let me just look at that. Wilder and Fury. I mean, damn, why did I say Wilder? I mean AJ, AJ and Fury. AJ could come out there and catch Fury with that nice little uppercut thing that he liked to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just have to see that one. He said, Eric also said, I think he may have found confidence after dispatching Francis and seeing Du Bois have an exciting fight with Usyk. Okay. Maybe he can step his game up, get his mental up, and have straight confidence in himself that he can go out there and whoop. If he get that, I can whoop anybody and mentality, hey, we could be looking at something. But does he have that? Does he have that in him? I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Epitome, sir. And then Trey X say, "Oh, gee, slaughtered my comment like old Jack Daniels from the Boxing Trainers channel." Wow. I went and looked at the old Jack Daniels dude. and yeah, I felt the shots that was being shot at me by some of my brothers off the block. Said that the old man said he slapped the taste out of him. Man, that's cool. That's cool. But it'd be the last taste that he slapped from anybody. He said, that's exactly who. Oh, really? So I sounded just like him too? Okay. I told you, D-Lo, I got two guns. Pow, pow. Cock ready. I'm gonna start firing back at your ass because you've been lighting me up for the last couple of times that you came through. And I said nothing back. Just let it ride. You know what I'm saying? Because I try to respect those that old with a little dementia creeping in. But I ain't gonna tell nobody. I'm gonna just keep it to myself. Gil Cole say, I got fury over AJ too. Yeah, I got fury over Usyk, and I got fury over AJ. Now how y'all feel? I ain't feeling nothing, Gills. You know what I'm saying? If you feel that Fury could beat everybody, then that's how you feel. They do say a good big man beats a good little man. So we'll see what's up. And that's how the pendulum's swinging tonight, back and forth. You know, there's good argument and good stands for Fury, and as it swings back over, there's good stands and great argument for Usyk. And like a plumb bob does for you, it's gonna sit down right in the middle and let you know exactly what it is, where the true center, the true king of the heavyweights will be standing. He say, Joseph Brown say, and I'm gonna add to this. At this moment right now, AJ looks menacing. So you think he got that old eye of the tiger back, huh? He got this the glow. He done figured out how to tap into his glow, like the last dragon. Are you saying that we could be possibly looking at AJ making another push to be at the top of the mountain of the heavyweights? That's it. We have to see on that one and let it ride. Let it ride. I'm still I'm heavily set on Usyk. I don't care what nobody else say. Not Gil Cole. I don't care what Gil Cole's saying. He gonna say what he wants to. That's what he's supposed to do. That's how we all supposed to do. Go for it, Gil Cole's. Ride for Gil Cole's, cause I'm gonna go ahead and buy some crow early. Just let me know how you want yours. You know what I'm saying? How you want it? Fricasseed, fried, boiled, you know what I'm saying? Air fried, baked, broiled. Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I get the chef ready and working on it right away. But I know Gil Cole's gonna say, put some candles on it, MZ. Put some candles on it. And I'm always say, like I always say, shit, you ain't said nothing but a word, homeboy. That's what it is. You think you want to put some candles on it? We can put some candles on it. Now what? Yeah. You know, that's how the conversation gonna go. So I'm gonna beat him to it and go and put it out there. D-Lo say Reggie Owens was clowning old fella, but was telling folks to go sub though. Oh, that's supposed to make me feel better because somebody was clowning and then telling people to go over there and sub to him. Is he clowning him and trying to have people laugh at him with him? Or is he clowning him and having people to go over there and really learn something? I don't know. You know what I'm saying, D-Lo? I don't know. I'm finna get your ass. Little Chinaman with that ant mustache. But that's my boy, D-Lo, the voice of reason. There's nothing wrong with the little mercy. Thanks for letting me make it, OG. Oh, yeah, it's something wrong with mercy, especially when the person keep throwing rocks and hitting you in the back of your helmet. Good thing I do wear a helmet, because if I didn't, my dome would be straight shook up. I love the jerkin, though, baby. I love the jerkin. I ain't tripping at all. I want to let y'all know, if y'all didn't know, I did tell you guys that my baby girl went to Argentina. She's there right now, studying Spanish, sending back pictures and everything. That's just off of boxing. I just wanted to share that with y'all, because y'all know I do share when my children do great things. And to me right now, she is doing something awesome. The school has her quite protected, and she's watched over. She got a nice place that she's staying at. My wife got a chance to talk to her Argentina mom, as they call her, and got conversation and reassurance that our baby is going to be fine. So I just wanted to let you guys know that the baby Wallace is in Argentina, perfecting her second tongue. With that being said, I'm going to surprise y'all one day when I jump on here and start straight speaking Spanish. He say, Fury. Excuse me. Let me take a swig of my juice. Clear my throat. Got a little dry there for a minute. He said, Fury's fall right in with his contemporaries. What? Bunch of cheaters? Oh, did I say that out loud? But I'm sorry. That's how I feel about Fury. I don't care what nobody say about it. That's how I feel about the dude. The snowman can fight, but it is what it is. He said maybe. Oh, that's not even me. I'm not gonna get in that business. AJ has been the most effective heavyweight, and he's been knocking everything out since his last loss. He found his footing. Let me think. Give me a second on this, JB. Let me really scan the back of my brain about the way AJ Law can't make his comeback. Talking about putting some stick on it, even though we don't consider Derrick James a high trainer. People did say that him training in there with other guys that's going hard, which we were assuming at the time that Errol Spence was still totally tucked away in camp with them, that he would pick up some of these traits, and it's possible. But then when you look over at Derrick James' gym, right now Ryan Garcia is making it look like he got a bunch of madmen over there. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Oh, I got my boy Gil Coles hitting it out, but let me finish. You know, Ryan Garcia is, in my opinion, the stuff he's doing, it could be a taint to the gym and things of what Derrick James is trying to complete over there. But then again, he hasn't really, in my opinion, pulled Ryan's tail to calm him down. So maybe that's what they want. We'll have to see with that. I'm gonna start closely watching AJ a little bit more, see if I can't recognize anything that makes me like want to say, okay, JB, I'm with you 100. I'm with you. I'll ride that horse with you a little bit and see what's going on. 404 D-Lo 404 Boxing, the voice of reason, says Parker has been very active too. I would love to see Parker versus AJ, excuse me, on a level playing field. Now that would be an interesting fight. Parker is riding a high wave of confidence as well. He beat the Bronze Bomber, and he beat what's the other dude's name? I can't remember, but he got two good wins because he got that knockout on old boy. He was looking real good that night. Real good. Gil Coles is asking the question: did your daughter win the teacher award? I do not know. The results hasn't come in yet because she hasn't told me anything. But I do want to say graciously thank you to each and every one of you guys that voted for her. My family is truly, truly ecstatic and happy and grateful and thankful that you guys did that. I let my daughter know and she was excited. Zane, that's right. Michael James, 616 in the house, and he came in and gave me an answer to what I was looking for when I was saying who else Parker had beat. Zhang and then Wilder. So yes, he's riding on a big tidal wave of confidence when it comes down to it. So yeah, I think that could be a nice thing because AJ just got him a good knockout, which gets the juices flowing and making you feel good about yourself. So those two going at it, yeah, I think that could be a nice little setup. That would give me, yeah, let AJ get one more touch before I say he jump in there with either Usyk or Tyson Fury. I don't know if the possibilities of him getting another fight in between to really get himself feeling himself is possible. But hey, we'll see how it is. D-Lo 404 said, that's real cool, MZ. Salute to the baby. Yeah, man, without a doubt. Thank you, Trey X with the hundreds, because I know that's what y'all bigging up about. And Eric, he said, that's what's up. Congrats, baby girl. Yeah, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sometimes you already be reading our comments in Spanish on oh man. Okay. Oh man, I love it. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's what makes it so fun, because you end up looking at something you read and you put yourself, they won't walk you right into that punch. Great setup. You walked me right into it. The Michelin Man. You know, as a year, we got a question for Gil Coles. Ask Gil Coles how it went when he came to see the Wizard last week. So Gil Coles, you're talking about the candles, you're talking about, and you switched the subject on me real smooth and asked about my daughter won. You must have knew it was coming. You must have knew it was coming. How'd it go? I heard you got walked down by the Texas Ranger. Heard him walking down. Walker came and got you. But that's neither here nor there. All I can say is, it came to my attention that I should ask you about how it went when you went to go see the Wizard. I'm just waiting for you to go ahead and tell me something. Let me know how it went. Eric also says, Ryan seems like it's jumping. Ryan seems like he's building his profile up for the second fight with Tank down the road. I don't know what Ryan is building himself up on. Because now there is no fight that he's lined up in front of. This damn stupid stuff about him popping dirty, if he did, like I told y'all guys when we first heard about it, that's just got to be some of the dumbest, retarded stuff I have seen. But the shots that he's taking at other fighters, women and children, I'm thinking that's a little below the line. That's way below the line. You know what I'm saying? That's just something I don't think you should do. I don't care who it is. I don't care how good you are, or who you are, or how many people are following you, or what you're trying to get. Bringing other, these other fighters' family into the line, that's you just crossing the line all the way down the line, man. That's stupid. And it might end up playing against him down the long run. You know what I'm saying? Because him fighting Tank, I can almost pretty much say beyond a shadow of a doubt, if they fight, it's going to be at a catch weight. It's going to be that. Because some kind of way, Leonard Ellerbe them going to make it with Tank. His name is bigger than Ryan's, and Tank is bringing in the most money. But, Ryan can stay on these tactics. If it's growing his profile and getting more people to look at him, then okay, good for him. But at sometime down the road, he's going to have to put up or shut up. And you know what I'm saying? It ain't too many fighters. How many times can you go down the road talking about somebody else's woman? Y'all know you can't do that. You ain't a fighter. Ain't no man finna let you be talking about their woman they done had kids from. Are you crazy? You mess around and get something done to you real bad. I'm just saying. I am just saying. But it is what it is. To each his own. His followers ain't saying nothing about it. Only thing I'm gonna say is, he say he loved Jesus, he loved God, and then he's saying those things like that. I don't know what kind of Christian that is. But if it's acceptable nowadays, you know how crazy the world is. They let everything slide. Said, damn, you went down the Yellow Brick Road to the Emerald City to see the Wizard, Gil Coles? Went down there and got the skin tore off the bone. From what I understood, I heard it was a horrible fight in the way of Gil Coles. He went out there and tried to be on the defensive, and nothing but offense was bricking his ass up. And when I say brick, I mean it was coming from everywhere. Left, right, angles. The man that switched stands on him a couple of times and went southpaw, then went back to orthodox, then went to southpaw. He was hitting Gil with so much, Gil was asking who was helping. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying he ain't said nothing about what happened when he went, so that's what it is. You say, Trey X say Michael James is off the corner in case y'all don't remember. Well, salute to you, Michael James, once again, and give you an extra thanks, Mr. 616, for stopping through. And you're more than welcome to come through anytime you like. As soon as one of my brothers say slang you a wrench will be slung. So with that being said, say Trey X said, I had him in trouble when he signed a contract. It's my business to have him in trouble. All those are the words that make you have fear run down from the top of your crown to the bottom of your feet. You done signed now. It ain't no need for me to act cordial no more. I'm finna come out here and whoop the bejesus out of you. Like that boy said on the Matrix. You scared the bejesus out of me. Anyway, just touching on Ryan, and I guess I got to bring it to he's reached up on the corner. That's all you had to say, bro. That's all that needed to be said. One of the family members say, it's all gravy. then biscuits and gravy it is. Let me go ahead and do it right now. Shoo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Now, I'm also hearing Devin Haney got his lawyer to petition the New York Athletic, where is it? Athletic Commission to actually strip Ryan of the win. Change chat margin line. Also cover boosting. Okay, there we go. All right, man. You should have your wrench now, Mr. Michael James. Welcome. That's all I'm gonna say. Welcome. Glad you're here. I don't know. It's a lot of people that's looking at Devin and the way he handling things. I'm gonna go ahead and be honest. Everybody agrees that, or should I say, everybody says that, it wasn't the PEDs. First, before the PEDs came out, it wasn't the weight. You just didn't get out of the way of the hook. And then I heard a statement of someone was quoting a time when another boxer had something in their system where it didn't get overturned because the ruling was it was so minute in his system that he really gained no advantage. Well, in my opinion, if you take something, you know what I'm saying, how do you scientifically know what the other person would be susceptible to? Maybe that minute bit was just enough to make whatever he needed to do work. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's a slippery slope when you give an excuse for having something in your system that shouldn't be there. Either it shouldn't be there, or you're going to come up with the situation to say, okay, it was just a little bit, we're going to let it slide. I think that's the most sucky way to do something. I think that you should stand by the rule and stand on the rule full-heartedly when it comes to that. We don't know what it, in my opinion, I can say that I don't know what it would take for Ryan to be able to break Devin like he did. I don't know if the extra weight was what it was because he didn't follow the rule. And that's all I can say. He didn't freaking follow the rules. Now, before anybody hit me with a wrench, yes, Devin Haney did sign off anyway on the fight because he took the money for the poundage. That is true. There's no taking that back. Yes, he did go ahead at that point and say the poundage I'll accept. But then it comes out that the man is dirty, and that just puts a whole nother aspect to it where you have to say, well, damn, we gave you the extra poundage and we was riding with you for that. But I'm hearing people saying it don't matter if he had something in his system because Devin couldn't get away from the hooks. And that right there, that's the part where I split from the other person because I'm like, damn, you pretty much saying, you know what I'm saying? Like pretty much like they said with Wilder. It don't matter if Fury was on something or Fury cheated, he beat him. And I'm like, you're just overlooking the fact that a motherfucker cheated. And how do you do that? But that is how some people think. Those are my thoughts on it. I ain't condemning nobody. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? It make me say, damn. So, if a bad enough situation come up, you might let it ride. I'm not willing to do that. Michael James say, appreciate that, MZ. Man, no appreciation necessary. If you was messing with the corner, then you a good person as far as I'm concerned, and you welcome to always join us on any boxing conversation we have. That is what it is. Breaking news, 3 weeks later, Haney's still getting hit with Ryan's left hook. And I'm not downplaying that in no way, shape, form, or fashion. He did keep getting hit with the left hook. It did not look like he was prepared to protect himself from the left hook. But maybe that minute, whatever it was in his system, was giving Ryan that extra little speed to make Devin fall for the left hook. We'll never know. I'm just surprised that I'm sure that anybody that feels they get cheated, they press it they press it and try to get it changed. But for Devin to be playing it out in the public and letting everybody know this is what they're trying to do, you know, it's just distasteful all the way around. Ryan got a good win, but to me, his antics right now is kind of overshadowing his win, especially with messing with other fighters' women. You know what I'm saying? When I read, because I didn't hear him, when I read what he said about George Kambosos and his wife, I was taken aback. But then when I saw him doing the little video, and he started talking about Errol's girl being in his DM, then he turned around and said and tweeted or whatever he was on that he had DM'd Errol's girl. I'm like, dude, I don't know how much more Errol can take when it comes to that. And I know how some people might be feeling about Errol not paying Derrick James his money, because, you know, I'm one of the first person to say, man, pay that man. But at the same point, I'm not willing to listen to some youngster sit there and talk crazy about another man's woman. I'll say somebody put the gloves on and slap the hell out of this boy. Or maybe Ryan feeling himself too. Maybe Derrick James got some over there in that gym to get those boys' feet up under him. You said, Joseph Brown, that AJ looked like he a different fighter. He got his feet up under him and he looking menacing. Maybe Ryan picked up some of that old energy and he just don't know how to control this, so he just spouting out because he's saying, I'll whoop anybody right now. Bring them on. That's what people want to hear now. If these fights start coming to him, I want to know how he's going to fare. I'm still trying to figure out what weight class he's going to fight at that. You know what I'm saying? He calling out somebody in Benavidez talking about catch weight at 164, talking about doing something, going up and beating up Errol Spence. All I can say is let the floodgates open and let the fighters come out and see what happens. At the end of the day, Devin don't want a rematch. That says it all. This coming from Gil Coles. He's saying that the man don't want to rematch. He really don't want to smoke. He actually got a bucket of sand to pour on wherever there might be a fire to kill it. And you know, when you pour sand on a fire, it gives it less chance to smoke. So to hurry up and kill the smoke. Maybe that's what he's doing. I have no idea. But you gotta want to get your get back. And that's part of the title in this show. You let this man come in the ring. You said you was ready to handle him even though he was heavy. And he commenced to whooping you all throughout the fight. All throughout the ring. He just whooping your ass, catching with the left, catching with the left, catching with the left. And you dropping pretty easy. First time you get touched, you get wobbly. You mean to tell me with all the stuff that your dad put out to build you up and you holding on desperately to prove that you got that street in you, you don't want to run it back. You don't want to make this boy pay for popping dirty, huh, Devin? You don't want to do that? That's not good to have fans readily to type. You don't want to fight at the end of the day. You don't want no part of Ryan Garcia, or as his people are calling him, King Rock. You rather take that ass whooping and let it go and be what it be, and talk about it on talk shows and stuff like that. But talking about it with no resolve is just empty words, really. Where Gilly the Kid and Wallow with? They need to go on and pull his tail and tell him, shit, if you're going to talk about it, you might as well be about it. Somebody call the Hannies and let them know. Don't let Ryan get away with it. Go get your get back. But at the same time, Ryan is, you don't even got to call Ryan. Ryan already calling everybody else and telling them, yeah, I whooped his ass. Yeah, I came in heavy. So what? Forget that belt. He want that belt. I'm finna go out here and put hands on this boy. I'm gonna drop him 3 times. He did speak that into existence. I guess speaking positive words to yourself over and over again for about 21 days do have some kind of effect on you. And we listened to him say it plenty of times. That's what it is. Straight up. He say, oh, snap. Let me go on and make that happen, Trey X. Trey X brought it to my attention, and I'm not gonna skip anybody's thing, but I'll get him. I'll get him a wrench, bro. I just happen to see that right now. Salute to you, Rod X, from popping in the house. I never even realized that he wasn't wrenched up because the conversation always flow with him when he come in. It just be like regular. Let me go and find the rod, Mr. X. Let me blow it up so I can get that on there. Get that squared away. Family got to be. Where the hell is the? Okay, there you go. Let me go and get family squared away. Bam. There we go. Where was I? Oh yeah, Ron readily already telling the world that it's on and popping. But he also said he didn't want to give Devin a rematch. But I can see him saying why he wouldn't want to give Devin a rematch because he handled him so easily. You know what I'm saying? He was able to just dispatch of the man with no problem at all. Now I got him re-wrenched up just he got it, you know what I'm saying? So whatever the problem was, we got it fixed. Now, so Haney's, Bill, you know what I'm saying, as a proud dad of his children to another proud dad, man, what you doing? Your job is promoting your son, but you should not be letting him say that he don't want to fight back. Now, I know you're going to probably come back with the argument of this dude cheated and this and that and this and that. Why should we even give him another shot? Well, you should give him another shot because the loss you took was ugly, horrible, despicable, despising. It went against everything that you said that your son was. Your son looked slow, lethargic, weak. He looked out of his league by a guy that most people by consensus say is an Instagram model, Playgirl spread, pretty boy. You know, all the stuff that you would pretty much pertain to being kind of soft when it comes to fighters. Now, I ain't saying Ryan soft because apparently the dude got some hard because he didn't got up off the ground a couple of times fighting somebody. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't it Luke Campbell that put him down? He got up and stopped Luke Campbell with a pretty ass body shot. Good left to the body. Put Luke ass on down. So what I'm saying is to the Haneys is if your son is who he believes he is and you believe he is, and that's if you guys truly believe it, there is no way you would let this man get away with not calling him back out and trying to get your get back. But hey, that's just me. What do I know? I'm just a fan trying to see it happen. Go ahead and make that man eat his words. Now, where was I? Oh shoot, I'd have lost myself at the end of the day. Where the hell is that? Y'all give me a second. I done got lost in the chat and I'm trying to find out where I should be. Okay, I know where I read that. That guy has tons of excitement. Ngannou, yep. Ernest Davis, big bro, okay, all that. Ukraine's devout Muslims, okay. I went to AJ Bast, okay. OG Slaughterman, okay, I got that one. Gil Cole, don't tell me you one of those who think Fury beats. Okay, they talking to each other. Reggie Owens, okay, Clown Old fella, I saw that. AJ, y'all forgive me, I'm trying to catch up. Did your daughter? Yep, she did. Sometimes you already breathe. Still got me with that one. Okay, I remember that one, so I'm moving on up. OG. Oh, here go the excuse. You've been getting your ass whooped out there in that ring by the champ, by a previous champ, well-oiled machine, the walk 'em down Ranger, beat you down, and you come to me and tell me you tore your bicep? Come on, did you even trip him? Did you even spit your mouthpiece and hit him in the chest or something? Did you do anything other than go out there and just get handled? But it is what it is. He tore his bicep. Y'all hear that, man? Come on. That's like, you know what? We don't accept excuses, Gil. If you tear your bicep, you're supposed to keep on fighting anyway. It don't matter if it's hanging off the bone. You know what I'm saying? We don't let that pass. Michael James off the corner. Damn, I must not go down far enough. I just had missed that one. I heard JMOG putting sauce on the crow. Yeah, all that. What up, though, y'all? That's from Jerry Jane. He wrenched up on the corner. And I'm still way up. Breaking news. Okay, now I'm getting close to where we was at. He said Ryan pulled that after having to go to the bat. Ryan pulled that after I have been going to bat for the ML. Yes, he has. But, you know, we can spin it, bro. We can spin it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you went to bat for him. And it don't take away from the fact he got some hard and he did beat up Devin. Now, the girlfriend thing and stuff is unexcusable. The wife thing is unexcusable. Ooh, that is so unexcusable. I don't know. If I was a fighter and I had two good arms and it was me, I think we would have to try to put that fight together like instantly. I don't want to hit no red tape, no nothing. I'm taking 50 cents on the dollar just so I can get out there and beat his ass. Bitch, what you say about my motherfucking wife? Oh, look, let me hurry up and get in the ring. Y'all gonna have to, I ain't trying to let you stop it. I'm trying to beat him up, hurt him, have him in the corner, and carry him. Every time I think he's trying to fall, I clinch, put him up against the ropes and tell him, nah, baby, I ain't finna let you get out of it that easy. I'm finna hurt you all night. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Maybe Ryan has been doping his whole career. Rod X come in right straight out the gate, busting shots saying maybe Ryan been doping his whole career. I don't know. You know, it's hard to say I don't know if so, because, you know, if you get caught, you caught. And that does bring into question everything that you done prior to that. So yeah, I think it would make anybody who really was like, oh, we got to make you pay, look at it and say, dude, did you beat all these other dudes, or were you on something? Did you legitimately beat these guys? You know what I'm saying? That does raise the question, Rod X. I'm not one to be the one to raise the question, but you do have a good point. That is something, and it seems like I keep going the wrong way for some reason. Okay, so I think this is where we at. No, somebody needs to be somebody needs to do the Friday bike scene with Bill, Ryan, and Devin. The Friday bike. Oh, you talking about when Debo come riding down? Here come Debo, motherfucker. I'm gonna just tuck mine in. Yeah, that's a scene right there. What's up, y'all? None. He said Ryan channeled his inner Mr. T. Told Errol, girl, if you ever want a real man, come on over and I'll show a pretty lady like yourself what a real man is later tonight. Are you kidding me? It's funny because it's Ryan. It's not funny because it's Ryan. Because somebody going at your girl, at your wife, at your significant other, at your baby mama, it's something. Unless she really is a hoe and you know she a hoe, and then yeah, you would probably agree. But I don't think that Earl is agreeing in no way, shape, form, or fashion. I think it's gonna be some repercussions and consequences to come from it. When Antonio Margarito cheated Miguel Cotto came back for revenge. Exactly, Devin. Exactly, Haney's. Y'all, did you go look at the fight? Go look at the first fight and go look at the second fight. Go see how this man came back and righted the ship. He did not run from it. He went back and got that right. Y'all was willing to jump in the ring with Kambosos twice. Y'all had even made a slogan about it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had made a slogan about fighting this man twice, back to back. But y'all gonna let Ryan make it. Y'all gonna take him to the athletic courts and let them deal with it, and hoping that they strip Ryan of a win and give it to you. The fight wasn't even that close for anybody to be willing to accept that. I don't think anybody on the planet who watches boxing will be like, yeah, that's cool. Devin got his win back. Shoot, no. They're going to be talking about you so bad. They're going to be making jokes about you, memes. Do you think that you was having problems when they was calling your regular belt after they made the franchise belt, calling you an email champion and all that kind of stuff? Well, you better, y'all, come on now. Y'all got to think that out. Y'all got to think that out. Strip Ryan and take my O away. Here's some, but then, true life sometimes reads stranger than science fiction. That's just what it is. When Bill told Devin to let Loma keep landing that weak ass left, he set the whole table for what happened versus Ryan, in my opinion. But see, I can agree with you on that, D-Lo, but it's hard for me to say that they can accept that for the simple reason. One of the things they kept saying was all Ryan had was a left. It's like, we know this your most powerful punch. I'm thinking, we're going to take that away from him. After we take his left away from him, then what he got. This is what I'm thinking that the Haney's are about to show the world. Because, I'm an A+ fighter, and what is he? A C fighter, a below? What did he call Ryan? Class C. There it is. I just happened to look up, and right before my brother JB tell me, don't forget he's a Class C fighter. That's what the Haney said. Now he doesn't want no smoke in the ring no more. Only the courtroom. Like I said, it seemed like that boy walking around with a bucket of sand. Because when you pour sand on fire, the fire don't get the smoke. It just lay on down. It might spurt out a little smoke, but other than that, it's out of there. You know what I'm saying? Eric R chimes in and says, dun, 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 dun. On the streets, he's known as, if he dies, he dies. Bill Haney. Not Drago. He done pulled the Drago statement out on us. So, he say, when Margarito cheated Paul Williams, he still got whooped. That's coming from D-Lo 404 boxing. Rod X says, Ryan drained Devin and then took Peds. What's that POS? Real POS. Is that pussy? I don't know what POS means, so you're going to have to put it on out there. I told y'all when it comes to this Texan jargon, y'all got to go ahead and put the word out there because I'm too old to be trying to figure out what you youngsters be talking about sometime. No. Margarito ran from the that's him and Hyphy talking to each other. Kissed his Converse and everything. Now, he wasn't the last dragon when it came to fighting Ryan. He was not the last dragon at all. He was more like the teacher in School Fight with Ice Cube and the guy who was just scared to death to even go out there and fight. That's what he was. He was brave all the way to the ring. He was brave in the ring when it started going down. I will give it to him. And this is the only thing that Devin can say over Ryan Garcia is, I ain't quit. I didn't quit. You didn't hit me with anything hard enough to make me say, you know what? I'm not going to get back up. He can always say, Ryan, Tank hit you in your kidney, your liver. You say you didn't quit. Other fighters said you did quit. I saw one of the, I can't remember what the fighter's name was, but he said when he got his ass whooped, he got his ass whooped by some champions, and he never quit. So that's a moniker that Brian's going to have to ride on for a minute. The Devin can hold over his head. Now, yeah, you got your ass whooped from pillar to post in the fight. Your jaw was all swole up. Thought your shit was broke. Maybe cracked or something. Whatever it was puffy. And Brian going to forever ride you and talk about you. And as long as you willing not to go back in the ring with him, man, I'm going to just let it go. It's just too much to bear. Y'all gonna let that man get away with that. Just gonna let him get away with it. Boxing is wild. Kermit Centron got KO and got a draw. Lucien Bute, Bute got KO'd and got the win. Wait, what? How you get knocked out and get a win? That makes no sense. But I guess that's what you're saying. Boxing makes no sense at some time. The loss made Bill a star. He was just on Vlad. What? Bill Haney was on Vlad. Where Vlad got to talk? I'm gonna just take a second. Vlad TV. Okay, I guess was it worth going to watch? Let me ask that question. Hold up, Hyphen came in from out of nowhere and he said, "MZ, you wasn't crying like this when Alicia cheated." Leonardo, she lost to Leonardo the first time, so took Juice and HGH to win the rematch. When we found out, we did go and pull her picture down. And you're not the first person to pull my coattail about Alicia Baumgartner. But at the same time, I let it be known then, and I'm letting it be known now. We will not stand behind people that get caught cheating. So, with that being said, Alicia who? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that. Devin used Floyd Gotti's line on Ryan. Ryan used Floyd Marquez weight strategy versus Devin. Damn, that went the wrong way. Wait, what? You're right. He did. That's a perfect way of putting it. He did. They spoke on that. I seen some people speak on the fact that, you know, Ryan ain't the first person to come in and not make the weight and have to pay and go ahead and continue to go ahead and demolish the person that they was fighting because they said that's what it would be anyway. That's boxing for you, MZ. Yeah, I know it's crazy just the way I be pronouncing some people's names and just destroying them. But, you know, that's me. Bro say, no, it wasn't worth watching. Okay, so I won't even waste my time on that. He said, I don't know what's worse, Ryan cheating or people trying to defend that shit. Well, I kind of agree. I not kind of agree with you. I do agree with you. Cheating is cheating. And yes, we, you know, like I say over and over, we did see the fight and we seen Devin just get mollywopped. But being overweight, you know, I'm willing to accept that because it's not the first time it happened and Devin took the money. I'm willing to accept that. But to find something in the guy's system after the fact, after people have heralded him as such a great showing, that that comes out, it just taints the whole thing. Now, the way Devin and the way the Haneys are going about trying to right it by going to the athletic court or some judge trying to let a judge make the decision on it, I think that's messed up. I'm thinking that, dude, you in the fight, I mean, you in the business putting hands on people. And the best get back since it's fighting and you're going to get paid for it for fighting, period. You know, you can't hit him in his pockets, but they say that's the best place to hurt somebody. But since y'all fighters, the best place to hurt this dude, Ryan Garcia, is to get in there and get your get back, period. Get out there and show that what happened to your son, Devin, what happened to you was a fluke. That's the only way y'all can dig yourselves out of the hole that has been dug from the years of bolstering And all the times it's saying he's the youngest to do this. Yeah, these are things that he's done at a younger age. But the circumstances, if you ask me, are a lot different from the champions of the past. That's just what it is. The bragging of him being the youngest champion, doing this the fastest and all that, none of that makes anything to me. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass in there and whoop Ryan Garcia's ass like he whooped you. And then y'all can set up another fight and reign supreme. That's just my opinion. I'm gonna put it like that. D-Lo says, yep. Bill was on Vlad, and some of Bill's biggest fans talk like they hate Vlad and criticize folks for going on there. I have seen a lot of people criticize Vlad for being a culture vulture and all kind of stuff. But to be honest with you, the people I usually thought went on there was like rappers and maybe every once in a while some a comedian or an actor. Not too familiar with boxing people going over there, but you know, Bill, by being a promoter of his son, has to be an opportunist, and he has to go wherever he can go and put his face wherever he needs to put it in order for his son to get recognized and for him to scream his son's name in a lot of people's faces. And we know Vlad has a audience. So, you know, I guess that's a good thing that he did. D-Lo folks say, damn, OG, should we call 911? Are you joking? You should never, ever, ever think about calling 911, sitting the way I am or even close to where I am. What kind of friend would do such a horrible thing like that? Now, I know you probably say, well, you know, you were choking. We thought you might need some help. Well, if I got to choking at an alarming rate where people thought something was going on with me, I'm sure my wife and my son and the rest of my family that's near would come a running. So if you ain't hear the door get kicked open saying, are you all right? Then know that I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Know that I'm good. Okay, Trey X talking to Rod X. And then he says, I may be wrong, but I don't believe Bill was shot 5 times. When asked, he started stuttering and showing signs of deception. He definitely wasn't speaking matter-of-factly. It's been said that Bill's been shot 5 times. Now that's something I didn't know. But if he's being asked about it and he starts stuttering and showing signs of deception, oh, I'm gonna try to give him some help and say maybe when he started thinking about it, it makes him nervous. He start reliving it as he talks it. I'm just trying to help. I got to make an argument on both sides. You know what I'm saying? I've been killing Devin and Bill for the last couple of minutes because they won't go fight Ryan. But that being said, it is what it is. But that's a good point you just made, bro. He said, how you speaking in general terms when talking about where you got shot? No, you gonna speak very definitely about how it went down. You gonna speak about what was around, who was around, and what was being done. Those are things you gonna remember. I done been in a situation where my life could have been taken, and I remember every aspect of it when it went down. Like when I flipped over in my truck, I remember when I woke up and I saw the wall turning the wheel, the truck flipping over. I'm seeing the world do its thing. Then I got out the car. Only after the people ran up and started talking to me, which I was kind of a little dazed because I couldn't hear them for a hot 3 seconds, and I could read their lips, and they were saying, turn the engine off. So I did. So yeah, bro, getting shot at is something else. Hyphy said thoughts on Loma whooping Kambosos every round. Well, I think, in my opinion, the first round, Loma, was doing a lot of fainting. He fainted a lot. I think he was testing George out to see what George was going to try to do, and George was actually trying to push forward a little bit with his jab for a little bit. But then once I feel like the old man in Loma, not calling him an old man because old age haven't seemed to really show up on him yet. Once he got to moving and got loose, and started moving around and using angles and popping in and out on Kambosos, it was a lost cause for Kambosos. One thing that I've noticed in Kambosos in a couple of his fights, the two Haney fights, and now this one against Loma, his counter punching is horrible. You know what I'm saying? It really is horrible. He is so slow when trying to return. When people put their hands on him and get out the way, Loma got in on him and dropped a couple of good punches on him. That was a straight left that he was counting on the side. You know, when he started letting his hands go, he kind of rocked Kambosos a couple of times and stepped back out the way. And Kambosos, whoosh, with that old slow swing. I'm like, Kambosos is not a good counter puncher at all. And I don't know, shit. I guess though he's a good fighter if he could surprise you and come forward. But when he's fighting fighters that got good foot movement, that can move fairly decently, because you know we saw Devin doing that way, but then end up with Ryan and get destroyed. So yeah, I think it was a good thing. I'm glad he got his ass whooped, but I'm just glad he got his ass whooped. He talked too much, but he got hard, and Loma got the stoppage. You know what I'm saying? Loma was the first person to stop him, so all that went good for me. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going with Kambosos at all. I didn't even have a thought that Kambosos was going to be Lomachenko, for the simple reason, like I was touching on earlier. It was Sean Porter that was saying, Kambosos pretty much against somebody that's using angles and everything. I think he was speaking about a left-handed fighter at that Kambosos kind of like just don't know what to do. He don't have the tools to right his ship when he in there getting his hands put on him like that. So, with that being said, I like the fact that he got whooped hyphy, and I like the fact that he got whooped for majority of the round. He said a lot of so-called real boxing fans have been proven to be no better than the boxing fans they say they hate. I hear you on that one, Rod X. But, you know, people are going to be who they are. Sometimes they don't realize that, I guess when, you know, with certain fans, you know, if your team is the one getting away with it, a lot of times, I hate that, a lot of times people are like, oh, it's, you know, it is what it is. But when it happens to their team, then they realize that, oh, man, this ain't fair. And that's what you hear. I think that's just fandom, period. You know what I'm saying? Every fan is not culpable that can do things and be like, okay, if it's going to be fair down the middle, that's the best thing I like about it. Tracy, I saw slippage in Lomachenko. Maybe it was the year layoff. We'll see in the next one. Okay. I thought it just took him. I thought it just took him a couple of rounds. I felt like he started really warming up, like the end of 3 and the starting of 4, in my opinion. But it could have been a layoff. I forgot about that. But if he get his next fight and it be quick, then we'll get a chance to see a Lomachenko not too far removed from the ring. Then we'll know if he got slippage. But even in slippage or what they would say ring rust, if it was the year layoff, he still was way ahead of Kambosos in terms of being able to move in that ring, get in and out, put hands on Kambosos, and get angles. It was almost like the man was a sitting target. And I guess when you that much better than somebody who is truly not as good as you, when you get out there and you do what you're supposed to be doing and you don't fight down, that's how it's supposed to look. You know what I'm saying? You can have somebody out there swinging hard to the mud, but if you just that much better than them, they're going to be mainly hitting some air. Now, I give Kambosos, you know, here or there, he managed to land a few punches and whatever, but not in no point did I think that he was in a chance of pulling that off. I didn't. Say, Gil Cole says, what if the B sample comes back and Ryan gets off? Ryan's still gonna be called a cheater. But what Devin gonna do? Well, you know what I'm saying? That's a good question. And I'm gonna see if I can put to it the best I can. One, you're right. If his B sample comes back and it says he's clear. A lot of people that's riding with Devin going one. It's gonna be hard for them to believe. You know, acceptance is gonna be just beyond they understand, and they're not gonna go for that. They're not gonna believe it. They're gonna cry. They're gonna whine. They're gonna say whatever. But in Devin's case, relying so heavily on Ryan being positively dirty through and through, no whatsoever. If a B sample comes back and and Devin ends up losing because they say Ryan wasn't dirty, just hypothetically saying the first sample was tainted and the second sample nothing was wrong with it and it proves that Ryan was clean. Well, shit. The only thing Devin can do is one, fight Ryan Garcia again and try to make right the wrong, or two, live with whatever it is that the fans of the boxing world are going to be prepared to pin on him, and whatever Ryan throws at him, and the people that maybe slightly held their tongue back, they might even speak out and say, you did this whining and crying, and the dude wasn't dirty. You just got whooped. You know what I'm saying? We was willing to give you something, but now we can't give you nothing. But also with that, if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. So we just got to see what happens. But that is a good question, and I hope I touched on it good enough for you. He say Bill seems to be struggling, spiraling real from fallacy. I haven't seen Bill except he was in the car and he was looking at the camera. He was talking that Bill Haney talk, but the most I get out of it is he was saying that he's not smoking on that Ryan pack because he heard it was laced, and something about the 20th. I think it was the 20th. Something he said about a date that we'll see something soon. So apparently they're gonna either get a judgment or they must know something that we don't know that they're gonna try to throw out and dirty up Ryan even more. Which on the cool, no matter how much dirt they try to throw on Ryan, it really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's really trying to hear. People are really like, man, I ain't really trying to hear y'all talking about trying to get them to overturn. The streets, as they like to claim so much, the streets wouldn't have that. They wouldn't have just getting beat up and then tucking your tail and running. They wouldn't do that at all. Rod, they say, I ain't the biggest fan of Bill Haney, but I understand he's a boxing promoter. I've always said that part, you know what I'm saying? He's a dad and a boxing promoter, and he's doing a hell of a fine job of promoting his son. The thing that seemed to fall short is no matter how hard he tries to talk about his son being the best, fighter in the world, or how much he tried to talk about his son being heads and shoulders over everybody else, Ryan Garcia took an axe to that notion and chopped it up quite finely. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he's a great promoter. Great promoter. I wouldn't take that from him at all. He's a hell of a promoter. And I'm waiting to see how they're gonna react. But hearing this conversation about not fighting Ryan again, I don't know, man. I don't know. Bill may have felt like that was one of those Vlad questions where he could fuck around and indict himself. You think so? If he wasn't the one doing something, you know what I'm saying, to really make something go bad, dude, you getting shot. You're getting shot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of indictment you're going to get out of that. Those bullets that hit you was indictment enough. I'm just saying. But you're right. He could be thinking that this one of those Vlad questions that's going to get me locked up. D'Lo also says Cambos is making T.O. look worse and worse each time out. Oh, man. Thinking of that, that's one of those times I would say probably T.O. had a mental collapse, fought down to his opponent instead of fighting him like this was a top-notch dude. You know what I'm saying? He let Kambosos be able to push the fight. Even though Kambosos got dropped too, Kambosos was able to get up and still bring pressure on T.O. And I could it be in the T.O. didn't train as hard, wasn't really ready for what was going on, kind of got threw off. And once he started getting himself right, he ran out of time. But you all right, I'll give you that. Each time he go out, he make T.O. look bad because T.O. got beat by him. My brother Trey say, Kambosos is still tough. It took a liver shot to get him out of there. Actually, bro, I agree with you for sure. Because if it wasn't for the body shot, he might have could have got knocked out, I think. I think Loma was warming up. But the first body shot where he went down and took a knee, and then Loma came back, and I think Kambosos was trying to protect himself, and he, because it looked like his arm was down, but Loma ended up going just that little bit much lower and backdoored and caught it again. And woo, I can just imagine, because I've seen, since we've been seeing these body shots, I've seen some fights where they ended with those body shots, and his reaction was like genuine the way he went down. So yeah, woo, he took it more than once. You know what I'm saying? Like, so dang, make me like, oh nah, nah, I'm too old for all those kind of trouble. Big bro, Big E, I told you he like, sometimes, bro, I just like to get punched. I just never, not me, especially not with his arm. Now, I really don't touch me. Don't touch me. Quit playing. Dilo 404 said, yeah, Kambosos is hard boiled like a trying to cut down on my words. My granddaughter had called me earlier and she was asking about my show. I've been cussing quite a bit. And I really don't cuss around the grandgirl, but if she was in the house with me, I'd surely be watching my tongue. He said Kambosos should have spit his mouthpiece out. No, he stayed composed, even though those two body shots did him. We do see some people let that mouthpiece go. But, toughness I won't take from him. But like I said, his counter game, to me, when it comes to some cats that can really move or decently move, like Devin, he seemed a little slow on return. Just a little slow. A lot slow, really, because it was a couple of times he swung at Loma, and he was out of there. Didn't he swing so hard one time he knocked himself down? I'm just saying. Rod X say, Loma looked good Saturday. He started looking good to me, like I said, he started looking like he warmed up around 3 or 4, fourth round. Fourth for sure he had warmed up and he started moving a lot better and started getting that foot around on Kambosos, started getting control of the lead foot. But I was kind of surprised. Loma got good spring in his legs. He was constantly in and out and constantly doing that little it's like a little juke move to me. It looked like a juke move. I know it's a feint. You know what I'm saying? He's looking for that angle to come in and pop somebody. But yeah, you're right. He did look good. But there was, as Trey X said, it was some slippage that he noticed. That, it could have been the year layoff. But Loma started off slowly. And that could have been because of the year layoff. Him and Shakur, would that be? I think that would be a fight that I would like to see. I would like to see I want to see what Shakur can do with Loma. Straight up, really. I want to see what Shakur can do with Loma. It's not like he got no long reach advantage or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Boxer against boxer. The baby world beater against Loma. Lomachenko. The Matrix. Y'all notice I didn't say Abdul Wahid because I ain't worried about him right now. He got to deal with Frank Martin. He said, you either die a fan or live long enough to see yourself become a fanboy. Woo! He probably gonna die as a fan in this group because I don't think we got any fanboys running around. He said, I want to see Devin fight Sandor Martin. And if he wins, jump. And if he wins, unify. I think he loses to Ryan in a rematch. But you think he beat Sandor Martin? I don't, one, fighters can look at Devin and say, I see something that I can take advantage of. Somebody jumping on getting on Devin kind of fast. Seems like Devin kind of shells up. Don't know how to really fight on the inside and get people off of him. I think somebody who really starts fast on Devin could put Devin in a world of hurt. And if they got punching power and jump on it early, they can get Devin out of there. So I don't know, man. I don't know at all. I still believe Devin has a lot to work on, like one, getting his defense better and working on their chin better. The footwork that his fans believe that he had so greatly of. Ryan Garcia showed that somebody with just as fast feet that could move around just as good as Devin tends to nullify Devin's footwork. Devin's flaw of punching and moving his hand out the way to protect himself is just straight sticking out. Any of the good counter punches that would tear that apart. But I still believe a offensive fighter that go out there and jump on Devin's ass quick, because for some reason he just don't seem like he prepares that somebody might want to start off fast on his ass. You know what I'm saying? He said Ryan surprised him like that the first time. And I'm like, why wouldn't you think that Ryan would try that again? He know that's a weakness you got. You know what I'm saying? That's a weakness, and it is what it is. He said, I can't hold Cam over T.O.'s head because of the scalp that he took afterward. And Cam rapid decline after that win. I feel T.O. was really slick doing that fight. You're talking about the one where he was putting his arms down and leaping in with punches and stuff and moving all that fight. I think T.O. is a tough fighter, but I think he's a little scatterbrained. I think he loses concentration within the fight. I think, for whatever reason, he gets disconnected, and I don't know why. He said, I saw slippage because I wasn't taking advantage, because he wasn't taking advantage of some of the openings off his feints. Maybe his timing will be better after going 11 rounds. No, I didn't kind of explain it like that. When I was saying he was doing that step where he was leaning to kind of look like I know he was fainting, foot fainting. That's what I was thinking of. But we on the same thing, bro. I ain't taking away from it. I'm agreeing with you. But I feel like that was his slow start for me, because he did that a lot in the first, second round for sure. He kind of moved a little more in the third, but I felt like he warmed up. I keep saying he warmed up around the end of the third and through the fourth, and then he started making light work of Cambosis. Big Bro say, what I mean, wait, let me look over here. What I mean by that is, if I know that they're not punching like they got something, I'll let them get one in just to feel it. Oh, I feel you, Big Bro. You doing Tank's strategy. I just want to see what they're coming with. And that way I can build my strategy right here on the go. That's what you're saying. I'm gonna build my strategy right on the go. I'm gonna adjust right on the go, show you exactly what quick adjustment is. Oh, this motherfucker can't hit. I'm gonna beat your ass. Oh, this motherfucker got a little snap. So I gotta look out for this and pick his ass apart. I got you now, bro. I understand all the way what you meant. Cause at first I was just saying, dang, Big Bro just want to let somebody punch him for no. But I got you now. And me, I'm like, for real, I ain't trying to let you touch me at all. I don't want to feel if you got it or you don't got it. I just want to give it to you. Gil Cole said, I think Devin can beat Sandor. Well, he might can because he was winning up until the point that he is. But now that the glaring holes in this game makes me say, dang, dude, it's some fighters that look at, it's some good fighters that's gonna look at tape and come up with a strategy and a way to pick that apart. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I still believe that Devin, one, needs to learn how to turn over his punches where he can gain power, like you guys been saying for a few years. And Floyd Mayweather even said he needs to learn how to turn his punches over so he can gain power. So all that, you know what I'm saying, that needs to come into play pretty instantly, because it's nothing but hard road to plow now. This loss has come. You know, your conversation fighting with the three big names that or the group that you was in, it's still there, because I'm sure people still want to see how all of the fights play out. So Devin just got to get it together. That's all I know. Devin gonna have to just get it together. T.O. has only one impressive win since that loss, but it was versus a bad MF, so it erased some bad press. T.O. is at what? 140, right? T.O. at 140. Ryan, oh, he can't make 140. He can't make 140. I don't know how they're gonna draw all this together, because tanking out, what the hell? Y'all, Xavier the boxing nerd has stepped into the building. It's been a long time coming. I don't know if this has been talked about at all, but Julio Cesar Martinez had another loss uncovered from 2013, a second round TKO in his pro debut. Good to see you come through. And no, it hasn't been talked about, because at this moment right now, we are straight rolling on the few fights that's coming up that we are all excited to be seeing about. But it's glad to see you that you're still good. I hope that you and your lady friend are doing quite well. Give me a second. So, who was I talking to? Gil. So with that, Gil Cole, you know what I'm saying? Devin first got to go ahead and work on getting all that stuff together, man. He got to go work on getting that together, because not working on it and just talking about it, he gonna get beat a lot more, especially against the so-called Four Kings. He gotta get those holes taken care of quick. But I think Bill will be smart and try to keep him at a certain spot. But if the turkey out shake turn his eyes on him, we might get something out of it. Eric R say, welcome back, X. So with that being said, you know, if turkey out shake try to put something together, we might see the Four Kings, so-called Four Kings, come together and all fight. We might even see T.O. get into the mix, and we'll get a chance to see. But what we can say is, so far, Ryan got the best resume out of all of them, with them considering themselves as top fighters. Ryan fought Devin, and he fought Tank. So was Rolly counted as one of the kings, or was he the court jester? I'm just being a little jokey there. That's all. Anyway. Oh, snap. We got Team Usyk, well, out of all the family that decided, definitely, Devin, definitely, excuse me, definitely better wait last for Tank. I think when it comes down to it, Tank and Shakur probably would be the last two. I'm thinking, but that's just my thoughts because I think those two would be the best fight. I don't know. Ryan running his mouth and trying to make a good case for himself, but he needs to go ahead and win the dirty case. Irv H in the house. Salute MC. What's going on? A little late coming through the door, but I'm glad you're here as always. Salute to you. So with that being said, Eric, you're right. Devin better wait. But I don't know if, well, let me see. Tanky is the oldest out of all of them, but he ain't in danger of, unless they wait a long time, he ain't in danger of getting aged out. So with that being said, matter of fact, who is Shakur getting ready to fight anyway? I know Tank is getting ready to fight Frank Martin. Bud's coming up, and Big Bro said, who are the four kings? I thought it was considered to be Tank, Ryan, T.O., and Devin. Am I wrong, guys? Because I can't remember if Rolly was in there or not. But I think, if that's who the four kings supposed to be, bro. Ryan, Devin, Tank, and T.O. That was the fights early when they first started making appearances and showing up in everybody's eyesight. Those were the fights that everybody all the channels was speaking up, saying, all the ones that was picking sides. Those was the fights. Who was going to be the number one standing up and everything. So, hold on. Trey say OGC and Rolly. Come on, man. Stop it. I'm just saying I wanted to make sure Rolly wasn't mentioned as one of the three kings. Four kings. So it was Tank. Did I say Rolly or did I was thinking, I was trying to make sure. Because I know Shakur wasn't in it because he wasn't in their weight class yet. So it was T.O., Ryan, Tank, and Devin. And the only two of them holding wins over each other, over somebody out of that group. Tank's holding a win over Ryan, and Ryan's holding a win over Devin. T.O. hasn't fought either one of them yet. So, you know what I'm saying, we can't say anything about him till he get through his roller coaster of a ride that he's on, trying to decide if he still got it or not. Is Shakur fighting that guy, Frank Martin, beat the former bronze battle? I thought Shakur, I don't know. I don't know who Shakur fighting. All I know is that Frank Martin is fighting old school. Oh, yeah, Gil Cole. I'll hook him up. Irv H. Shakur fighting the guy, Eric. Yeah, okay. Trey said, yeah, he is fighting that guy. That was supposed to be the era of the Kings. Well, right now, the only ones that got wins over another King, Big Bro, is Tank over Ryan and Ryan over Devin. That's it. Tank got a win over what's the name? The court gesture in Rolly. But other than that, yeah. Let me see. Irv or yeah, forgive me for putting Rolly in with a crown like he was one of the kings. My bad. I was just making sure. Rolly inserted himself into the game real good. You know, his trolling, crazy as it sounded and crazy as it was, his trolling was, it was unique. It was Rolly. People actually was like, yeah, Rolly just crazy. Okay, so I got Irv H. I got him hooked up. He got one of those things now, so he can go ahead and speak. I see the family speaking to each other. Hey, somebody, yeah, Irv H. Eric, who you rolling with Tyson Fury and Usyk? I got a little vote going on, seeing who gonna get. So far, we got Usyk 5 to Fury 2. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no nothing about who you ride with. We just want to know. I'm just curious. I'm riding with Usyk, Team Usyk. Y'all give me a hot second. Me running here. Let me see, how do I do this real quick so I don't have my family just sitting here quiet. Y'all give me about 42 seconds to run and replenish my cup, and I'll be right back. Whew, I made it. Yeah, that's right. I was able to shoot to where I needed to. Give me something to drink and shoot back, and I didn't spill nothing. Whew. Yeah, but yeah, I made it. Yeah, shit, I'm a little hot now. See, I was the first to pick Team Usyk. There it is, Eric. Let it ride. Say it with pride. Say it with your chest. Team Usyk all the way to beat the big snowman. That's right. That's what I said it. The big snowman. Anyway, I'm back to what it was we was going at. Terrence Crawford against Madrimal, right? We still got a little ways to go, but before we know it, June gonna be here like bam, just like that. And Terrence Crawford makes his debut at 154 pounds. Will it be a great showing? This would be a great chance for him to handle his business and go out there and just do it big. You know, I think he's the face of the card. Face of the card. Turkey Out Sheik called him and said, I want this fight. I need you. I want you. And Crawford said, make it happen. We can make it happen. Couldn't make it happen the first time because things was going on. But now he getting his love, which he said he always been getting his love. But we've heard him say he showed grumblings of feeling a little underappreciated. Well, his whooping of my favorite at 147 pounder at the time, he put a hell of a whooping on him and got my full attention. That being said, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm waiting for that fight to come up. But Fury and Usyk, strange day to be fighting. I think that card is in August. Tank versus Tank fights in June June though. He don't. I thought, damn, that go to show how bad I want to see Crawford. I got him fighting next month. You know what I'm saying? I got him fighting next month. That's how much I'm ready to see this fight. But I ain't gonna lie. I want to see the Tank fight. I want to see what kind of fight I want to see what kind of fight Tank gonna give. Frank gonna give Abdul Tank Wahid. I want to see what kind of resistance the Ghost gonna bring. Will he be able to surprise Tank? You know what I'm saying? I don't remember ever seeing. I don't remember as long as I been watching Tank. I can't say that I remember seeing him really get wobbled. I've seen him get cracked and instantly want to go get that back, but I don't think I've seen him get wobbled. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. If you've seen it, let me know. Oh, big bro. Oh, they got it's a game on? Where she? He say the Joker giving Gobert that business. Gobert, he is slow. I agree with you on that, Trey. He is slow. He's slow like a mug. But ain't Joker the Joakim? What's his first? Wait, where is he? What's that guy's name? How you say it? Joakim? That's joking. What's his damn name? I know this guy and I can't think of his name right now. But he do be balling. I've seen him at times. I've not watched the whole game, but I've seen him ball and he is good. What y'all think about Boots versus Crowley? Oh, that's that. It's a chance. I listen to them talk, and Crowley, I don't know how to take him because the way he was talking to Boots, like more like of a fan. You know what I'm saying? He was more like a fan of Boots than a combatant of Boots. Nikolai Jokic. Thank you. So I don't know. I believe he's gonna come to fight, but he seemed just a little too happy to me. You know, maybe that's the wrong way to put it. I don't know. He just kind of threw me off the way he was talking. I felt him. I felt what he was saying, but I didn't get that. I didn't get that meanness that I'm really trying to show. I'm trying to get this. But I ain't really get that. I think Boots gonna have a chance to really show. I think it's a showcase for him. I think he's gonna have a chance to showcase it and do things to make it look spectacular. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a showcase fight for Boots. It's a lot of mixed emotions for the potential super fight showdown between Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. Man, it is I think some interest to it. But will Canelo fight Crawford? Will he do it? You know what I'm saying? Will he try to rest on that? Will he try to rest on that pre-given excuse some years back that if he beats Crawford, it's not a win for him because people gonna say he was too little? You know what I'm saying? He did make that excuse already. I'm just throwing it back out there just in case nobody remembers. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, it's hard for me to say who he gonna fight when it's a fight that you're excited for and you think that the person that he's fighting stands a chance. I can't think of a time that he's had that fight. You know what I'm saying? It seems like he always turns away from the fight that you expected him to take. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know, I would love to see it, but I don't trust Canelo to sign the paper. He could surprise me. He could surprise us all and do that. But right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that again. What makes you think that Canelo will fight Crawford? Simple question. I don't, seeing it since he's gotten the name and his head is so big and his name is so big, he garners so much attention when it's time for him to fight. And he's already told us that he doesn't care what anybody says. He fights who he wants to fight. He got money, and every time he fight, he get money. So I don't know if you can even dangle that carrot over his head to make him readily jump at the opportunity to fight Crawford. Something's going to have to happen, in my opinion, where Canelo will think there's a chink in Crawford's armor, or he slipped in the game or something like that, in order for him to take Crawford. This is my beliefs, and looking at the way he's chosen opponent, it's always been some kind of small nuance in the picking of whoever it is that he fights, where you say, oh, this person just can't, Kovalev just turned right around back-to-back fight with him. Didn't even get a chance to rest, really, or heal. He had to jump right into the fight. Catch weights, all kind of stuff. People coming off of bad performances. You know what I'm saying? These are things that we know Canelo will do. But one thing we do know for sure, since he's made the statement that he gonna fight who he wants to fight, he's been pretty much 100 on that. So I don't know how it would have to work, but I would heavily weigh toward Crawford to take a whooping to Canelo. But at the same point, I don't know if Canelo gonna just be ready to jump in the ring with him. My bro Trey X say Crowley is headed to the slaughter. He seems to be a good guy though. R.I.P. to his pops. Dang, his pops passed. I didn't hear that part in the what you call it, in the face off conference when they was talking. I just I get the good guy vibe too. I don't get that I'm going in the ring to really just do something to him. D-Lo brings up. Wait. So R.I.P. to his pops. If his pops, I didn't know that. The laugh wasn't at the fact that R.I.P. to his pops. I was more giggling about the fact that he about to go to the slaughter. I think, like I said, I think it's going to be a showcase fight for Boots. Boots be able to get to show his speed, his elusiveness, his different punches that he can throw. His combinations, his foot. I would think that this would be a chance for him to do that. Crowley might go out there and prove to be like a piece of steel, and give Boots a run or something. Not saying he's gonna give Boots a hard time, but be tough enough where Boots can really show us. Dang, I just read D-Lo's comment about his pops. That's wow. He said Frank should put up a good fight against Tank to jump from. Man, let me regather myself, y'all. Give me a second. It's always sad for somebody to do that. But yeah. Canelo, wait, shit. I keep clicking on Gil Cole's comment and not reading it. My fault, bro. I'm sorry. I'm kind of thrown off with the RIP thing and then seeing what D-Lo said his pops did. Frank should also put up a good fight against Tank for the first half of the fight. Second half, though, not so much. He got hard. I feel what you're saying, and I don't know. Can Tank stop Frank? Is this a moral victory that we're looking for Frank, or are we looking for Frank to beat Tank? I'm looking for Frank to go out there and show the best that he can show. You know what I'm saying? But I like I said before, and learning from a lot of you guys, one thing I am not so willing to just go ahead and say I'm gonna stand behind is the fact, because I've learned my lesson from that, is how do you take a guy against the cat that been doing it since they 7 and you started at 16 to 17, there's years of muscle memory, years of experience that you got to overcome. Frank being a wrestler, okay, that's okay. That means he's strong. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to be strong, fairly strong to be a wrestler. You can't be down there wrestling and not have no strength behind you. Once again, I told y'all, I tried that Greco wrestling when didn't know what was going on. Coach put me out there and it was terrible. So you got to be strong enough to break some holes and stuff. So he's strong. He fights with heart. But I want to see, because he said that his mental game has grown. I want to see what his punch placement look like. I want to see how well he protects himself, how he pivots. It's lefty against lefty. We know Tank can turn it up when he wants to. He's explosive. But I think Tank got boxing skills. You know what I'm saying? Tank can box. And Tank can be outworked because of Frank's heart. You know what I'm saying? Frank can come out there and outwork Tank. Tank can't have his hands in his pockets looking for what he would consider a for sure knockout. Now, as far as who hits the hardest and how strong they are, I think they pretty much kind of got an idea of how hard what each other are bringing to the ring right out the gate because they sparred. You know, we know they sparred. The story of them sparring coming from both sides of the table is slightly different, but there's no doubt about it. They sparred, and one thing I do believe is Frank Martin got some pop because Tank said that he hit me with that brick, and then I want to get my get back, which lets you know that Frank, I don't know if it's one hand strong or two hands, but we know that Tank, he attributed to that by saying, by putting it out there. And Frank Martin, pretty much made Tank say, yeah, because Frank was like, yeah, I can crack too. And I think that's what he said. And Tank was like, I'm talking about you. So with that being said, Frank know he could probably give Tank a good lick or so. But at the same time, he got to be aware of everything that Tank can bring to him. And in sparring, I don't think, I don't think they sparred enough where Tank had to show him everything. I think Tank was able to show him, he was able to bring Tank out of enough to make him be aware, because he said, Tank didn't do nothing to me that nobody else did, which, could be a little confidence builder. But at the same time, again, I have to rely on the fact that Tank been doing it since he was 7. Well-oiled machine. He can box. He got power. He, I know he can move his feet. He has that thing about letting somebody touch him so he can see what they're coming with. But like I said, with this fight, we don't have to worry about or look for that to take place because they already know what each other bring. All I want to know is how well Frank can protect himself and how hard he can fight to keep Tank off of balance. If he can get a chance to hurt Tank and put Tank down, then by all means, take that chance. But Frank gonna have to be smart from opening bell to the last bell if he can hold out. And I hate to have to say hold out. If he can endure whatever it is that Tank brings to him and he can shut it down or possibly push Tank back, make Tank have to reset, make Tank have to think. And these are things I'm saying that he has to do. And I don't think that any of what I'm saying is like an easy task for Frank. I think all of these things have some degree of difficulty, seeing that it is Tank. I am not, let's not forget, his tutelage come from where he's been tutored by, and I believe he's absorbed a lot from Floyd Mayweather, and then Coach Floyd, I think, is just polishing it off and sharpening it up and getting it all to come together as one. Frank has Derrick James. It's been consensus on this channel that Derrick James is not an elite trainer. He's level 2 trainer. Level 2 trainer. When we're moving up the trainers, I say level to LV2. There go Derrick James. He Frank falls in the category, I guess, of like the anomaly dudes, the guys that over excel, and he hasn't excuse me, he hasn't truly proved that yet, like Anthony Yard, which has gotten to the mountaintop, but not quite the tip of the mountaintop, or Deontay Wilder, who at one point was a champion for at least 5 years. At the time he held the belt, he was the longest reigning champ. So Frank has a chance to enter that realm, but at the same time, the lifelong journey that is Tank being in the gym, starting as a little kid, opposed to Frank having to start off wrestling and then getting a chance to box. There's a lot of ground between there that Frank would have to overcome. So I give Frank a good chance to fight hard and try to keep Tank at bay by, again, making him reset, making him have to think, making him have to second guess coming in. But at the same time, can Frank do that? Will Frank be able to maneuver, to pivot, clinch when needed, punch when needed? All these things, and all the time being aware of what it is the Tank's going to be shooting back at him. You know what I'm saying? You can get caught with the lane lefty versus lefty. Everything is open. Frank doesn't have as much experience as Tank. And the biggest thing of all, the factor that has to play in is the bright lights. The bright lights of the spectacle that is going to be all the superstars, the movie stars, the music stars, the athletes, all these people that come out to see Tank do what Tank does. TV cameras, the interviews, the way things are going to be going, all this stuff is, for the most part, the brightest the stage is being for Frank Martin. And with that being said, how will he stand up against that? You know what I'm saying? What the nerves gonna be like in that dressing room getting taped up? Will the adrenaline get to pumping where it gives him a boost, where he's sitting there like a caged animal? Will he work out and get a good lather and have it in his mind that it's kill or be killed? When I step in the ring, I'm doing anything and everything. The only way that Tank is going out this ring as a winner is he gonna have to put me down and keep me down. Is that the mentality that's the mentality that he's gonna have to come into the ring with? I believe. You know what I'm saying? This is what I think Frank Martin has to embody and come out with in order to overcome the lights. Is he one of those fighters that when the lights get bright and the people are screaming and chatting, even they screaming for the other guy, it pumps him up and gets him ready to go out there and show the world that, nah, it ain't him, it's me. Can we see that happening? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for. But on the other hand of it, he could be that guy that noise can be ringing and the people screaming and the crowd, and that could be echoing back into that room where he's getting his hands taped. Is his knees and his feet shaking? Is he too nervous to work out and get the lather up? Is he walking down that hall and he gets out there and hear all these people hollering and screaming? Will he get the turtleitis and start trying to shrink into his shell? That's that in itself is what we're looking at. Are we going to be seeing the guy come out that tunnel with the look of a warrior in his eyes, biting down on his mouthpiece as he come to that ring, like he really ready for business? Or is he going to be timid looking walk into that ring. You know what I'm saying? That's what we looking for. My brother D-Lo 404 Boxing, I'm sorry I went on a little rant for a second. Tank told Turkey send him 2 Lamborghinis just to talk to him, and Canelo asked for the operating budget of a small nation to fight Benavidez. Now, I'm going to tell you how I think Turkey, His Excellency, whatever name befitting the guy to be called who's making boxing get some great fights. For Tank, it was more like seeing me this and listening to Tank give an explanation of what he meant by that statement. He was saying that the Sheikh was already making it seem like he was riding with Devin, like Devin was his guy and he was going against Devin. So he was like, well, if you want to get me over there and send me something like that. But the Sheikh told him, I'll send you 2 boxing gloves is all you would get coming from me. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. But Canelo asking for a small, that's a big ass budget, even if it is a small nation, to fight Benavidez. Then Benavidez going to 175. So that goes back to what I was harping on with Canelo with the Terrence Crawford fight. Canelo only gonna fight who he want to fight. I don't even know if Turkey Al-Sheikh, like I said, can throw enough money at Canelo to make Canelo change his mind, because he makes so much money already. And it's not like he's hurting to have to make money anywhere else. He gonna get paid in America, and he can go over across the seas. Y'all seen him go over there and go on tour and beat up all those people and garnish all that money from them. So Canelo, to me, in a certain way, he kind of stands in the on an island by itself when it comes to a fighter that truly could claim to be the boss of himself, and he does it the way he wants to do it. Now, I know it's going to be a lot of people that say, how dare MZ, because all these other fighters are claiming that they the boss to them, they making boss moves. But you think about it, you name a fighter in this realm that's fighting, don't go reach back to Mayweather, that makes moves like Canelo's that are almost unabated. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gets in the way. Nobody. It's almost as if the boxing commissions are scared to speak against him because he might not carry their belt. Him not carrying their belt means they don't get their percentage. And they get a good percentage off of him. So with that going, it is what it is. I don't think he's gonna fight nobody that we believe he can beat. But I could be wrong, you know. He could surprise me. Did we think young Charlo was gonna beat him? No, we didn't really believe that. We weren't really saying it like that. We said the little brother is the one that should have got the fight. This the one, you know, we tried to big up him and everything. But all in all, I don't think nobody really believed, because we had brought questions of if his power was gonna carry, if he could do this, he can do that. He went out there and shelled up. Like I said, Mugia did 30 times better, in my opinion, than Charlo. So he said, I think it's the closest thing to him avenging his loss to Mayweather. The threat of being stopped, without the threat of being stopped. Well, if you mean him against Terrence Crawford, without the threat of being stopped, I would think really came from Mayweather, because Mayweather wasn't the prime time minded Mayweather. He was more of the money Mayweather. Mayweather fought smart, went out there and checked Canelo early in the fight, and then had Canelo from that point on, chasing him down and catching stuff and getting frustrated. Crawford is a different monster. There is a chance that Canelo could catch some good punches and get run. We've seen he got some nice whiskers. You know, he got a nice chin. You can't take that from Canelo. But you can't say that he wouldn't be in danger of getting the threat. If I read that correctly, I believe he would be very so much at chances of getting surprised by something Crawford throws. He said Berlinga is supposed to be in September. Who Berlinga against who? Canelo? That's who we opted to go against. Okay. Hervé said, I think Shakur is fighting Hartunian. Oh, that's the guy that at MG. I appreciate that, my dude. Yeah, I'm rolling with Usyk too. Oh, we got another vote for Usyk. Let me go and throw it up on Team Usyk. Bam. Family member asked, called you in, so that means you family. We're gonna go ahead and let you come in and do your thing. Talk boxing like the rest of us. He say Rod X coming for the Tank and Frank talk. He says Tank boxing IQ is hella underrated. That's one thing, but the statement made right up under you, Tank has IQ, but Tank has the lowest punch output of any championship level fighter. And that can, like I was saying, that could play a role. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy, you say, oh, there's more information. 30 punches per round average. A lightweight throwing 30 punches per round is wild. Say this is Frank's first southpaw. Shout out to the PBC for the lack of developmental fights. Dang. Now, what was I going to say? Back to Frank and Tank. Yeah, Tank got an IQ, but he can't come out there with his hands in his pockets. He got to let his hands go. He can't be looking for that one round knockout. But I think, even though, like I said, I don't know how many times they sparred. I don't think they sparred but once. Tank claimed that Frank was scared to get in the ring. They had to make him get in the ring. I think Tank know. I would hope Tank know, or I would hope that this is the type of fighter that makes Tank have to show his boxing talent to go with this boxing IQ that he has, where he lets his hands go more than 30 times around. So they actually go out there. I want to see them go out there and really just let where punches are thrown. Can Frank, like I said, withstand whatever it's gonna bring? Will he be a star born that night, or will the lights, make him wilt? We won't actually truly know until fight night. Will this be a fight where you get to see a lot of Tank's IQ, his boxing IQ? This regiment where we seen certain things practiced, but we haven't quite seen them play out in the ring yet. Yes, we've seen beautiful knockouts, traps, stuff like that. We've seen that. Calvin Ford said we've yet to see the best. Frank Martin is possibly the guy to make Tank come out to be the best, but I have to ask myself, by Frank starting so late in the game, how much do you put behind that of him being that good? Is he an anomaly? Is he one of those guys that we look up and be like, dang, this dude with so little behind him is doing so much? It would shoot him in. It would really put his name on a lot of lips if Frank Martin went out here and surprised the world and snatch the victory from Tank. Not only would it put Frank's name on a lot of lips, but can you imagine? Can you just imagine what everybody else would say? The shock and awe, the people that don't like Tank, the Devin Haney fans. Tank losing to Frank Martin would lighten the load on Devin Haney if Ryan Garcia B sample, as it was spoke about way back, came back clean. That's how big of a loss Tank to Frank would be, in my opinion. For Devin Haney, it would be a good thing. But I don't know, man. You're talking about a major effort on the side of Frank Martin, and I do believe he's going to come out and give a major effort. The only thing about that major effort is when he comes out, is Tank going to meet effort with effort, force with force, and will he step into that bag and pull out some things that Frank Martin have not seen yet? And we know there is plenty that Frank Martin hasn't seen yet because he hasn't been in enough fights to have been put through the rigorous, I think the rigorous fights or deals that you need, the looks that you need to see to get better. Some little off-site thing that you notice only in the ring, that fighters only notice in the ring, that might come in handy later on down the line. Oh, I've seen this before. You know what I'm saying? That. And I don't know, somebody can let me know. I don't know how many left-handed fighters Frank Martin has fought. And can Tank do something skillfully wise or technically wise to make Martin be at have a thought, a brain fart where he has to look to the corner for help, and will that help be there? Will the instructions be able to come to help him get back on track? Can Frank adjust? You know, fighting hard is one thing. Fighting with all your heart against an opponent like Tank that has the ability, has the speed, has power, and has ring IQ, bit up under the bright lights, you know what I'm saying, a lot. His career has been pretty much prepped for him to be a star under the bright lights. I don't know, man. It's going to be big. But if you believe that Frank can pull all that, then okay. We'll see. My boy Eric said, I can't wait to see that fight. Yeah, I can't either. I'm looking for Navarrete versus Bernacek and Stan and who? I don't know that dude. Norman Jr. is Sant. I remember how you say it to say his name, but I want to say Santian so bad. I'm seeing it wrong. I know I am. And I was saying it last week, and I'm still seeing it wrong. Navarrete. Am I thinking of the wrong guy? Is his wife the lady that be coming on? I clearly typed this is Frank's first southpaw. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's when you were saying, I guess I had got so hard on the development fights, then lacking on the development fights, I missed the whole point. The whole point of the first South. Man, that makes it even that much harder. Hold on, I'm going to get on that. He said, MG, what do you see when you look in Tank's eyes? Honestly, Tank looked like a guy that kind of liked to fight. I see when he talk about fighting, I see a little I could see like when he remember and he's seeing what he could, thinking about what he could do. I see like an enjoyment look, like he likes it. He just give me that look. You see certain people talk about things they do. I think he enjoys what he does. I think he enjoys being able to knowing that he can knock a person out. I think he enjoys it. I think he enjoys the fact that he can go out there and stop a guy for the most part. That's what I see when I look at him. When you say, what do I see when I look in his eyes? I can see that that when it's time to get down, he can get down. But this being Frank's first southpaw, man, how do you prepare for that? One would say you prepare it like you would any other fight for the best that you can do. And on all accounts, I would agree with that. But damn, you fighting the guy that got the machine behind it. And clearly, the red carpets, the velvet ropes, spotlights, stage lights, ring lights, all of them will be protruding and lighting up the scene with people, diamonds and jewelry is glistening, and that's where you're gonna be. And your first time fighting the southpaw, I'm excited for the fight. I'm like, I know Frank gonna go out there and have that dog in him, but shoot, I just can't go against the experience and learning curve that's between them. I just can't. I didn't learn a big lesson with Wilder, which I should have, but then I learned a hell of a lesson with Spence. I didn't pay attention hard enough with Yard. I'm like, that experience, when it comes down to it, if those guys with the least experience, some kind of way, find a way to fight off of pure heart and determination, lacking the skills, that can only get you so far. At some point, you're gonna come across one of those cats, and it's kind of proving itself. Really, Yard was running through guys. Yeah, they might have had the experience over, but he was able to out determine them. He was more determined than them. His hunger, his willing to fight. Just, nigga, I can fight, and we gonna go ahead and go at it, and that overcame him. Same thing with Wilder. He got blessed with the able to knock people out, and people say, well, I was one. They say, every fighter that he fights, it has more skills than he does, but he ends up knocking them out. And one had 221 amateur fights, and the other had 30. Enough said. 3 you put it out there, and that's what I'm driving on, bro. It's the experience. When I'm saying the experience, that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, this is from 7 to now. Frank started, was it 16? I think he said he was like 16. That's kind of like what Errol started. I guess what I'm getting at is each one of these guys climbed the ladder. So to a certain point, Errol happened to make champion. Then he ran across the dude with the same mental attitude. I'm gonna fight, and you can't stop me. In Terrence Crawford. And yeah, Errol kept getting up, but the skills overrode everything. It overrode the heart, the willingness. It didn't override the heart. It didn't override the willingness to fight. The referee had to save the man from himself. Frank could be put into that situation right now. And looking at those numbers, 221 and 30 for the other, it's almost like, why are you even trying to talk the man up? Because he got hard. And how can you not look at hard and be astonished by it? Oh, it says Google says 18, but Frank says 15. Okay, in that interview, I thought he said like 15 to 16. But dang, 18? That makes it, oh my God. And what is he, 25? Wow. That's it. I'm saying if he's 20. I think is he older than that? Either way, Google saying 18, that's hella late. 15, Frank saying 15 to 16, that's still late. Shoot. Tank been doing it since what, 7? He about 28 or 29. Okay, so he got a few years learning, which still don't amount to all the boxing experience that Tank has endured and all the knowledge that he's absorbed and techniques and styles that he's seen. All that's been absorbed since been getting absorbed since 7. Frank is at a hell of a disadvantage when it comes to that. And as I was saying, Wilder fell to Fury. Fury got what is Fury's amateur background? I know he's been fighting a long time. Errol got beat by Crawford. What's the strong boy over there? Anthony Yard, late starter, late bloomer, but only getting so far when he comes to what you would consider the top guys. They getting stopped. Even AJ. I think AJ got a late start. I think he took to the concept pretty well. Wilder is the worst of them all the late starters, but he ended up shining as one of the brightest. You say, and that's the black two sugars in my Napoleon voice. The black two sugars. You got to be talking about Crawford for one, but I don't know the other. Say about 28, 29. Both Frank and Errol started in the late teens. Yeah. Okay, about 15 to 16. That's what I thought. Trey X say they're both still 3.5s though. So how do I pose this question to make it? Okay, so the accomplishments of what they pulled off in the amateurs only count. So we don't is when they started boxing. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Is when the fighter started boxing. Is that also accounted into the pedigree scale, or no? Or is that just something that I'm just happening to be keying on? Or am I keying on that too hard? Because to me, I think them starting a long time starting the earlier you start, I feel like the bigger the advantage you get when going down the road and going through stuff. But either way, I keep saying Tank. Frank has a long road to tear when it comes to this fight coming up with him and Tank. And I'm excited to see. I know I'm gonna see the heart of a warrior on display, unless Tank go out there and do something magnificent and just whoop him. So the scale is based on accomplishments. They are both national champions. Okay. So me looking at when they start is just like my extra interval that I'm putting in. It's just something I've noticed about the fighters that caught people's eyes and got a nice good following right out the gate. The people gravitated to Yard, Spence, Wilder, AJ. I guess something about that getting put out. I guess when you looking at it, fans they looking at it. I'm giving it. I think I'm about to put a broad stroke on it. When they hear the guy started so late and and you look at him and he's a champion, I guess it makes you say, damn, this dude started late and look what he accomplished. And then when you start hearing he started late and you think about the other people that just started so early, that also does it. When you stars matter, I'm the one who brought that to everyone's attention. Okay, I know it keep ringing in my mind for some reason when I see these guys. Fight. I know when I hear, oh, this guy been fighting since this long, and this guy been fighting since. If I hear that, it just keep it ring in my mind. And I know Frank a late starter, a late bloomer. Him, you know, the guys that I named, they all got to a certain point where I think you said early bloomers or what's the word that was used that day? To describe the action they didn't pull off. Overachievers, they overachieved, which is a good thing. But at the same time, when they come against that adversary that's a gym rat, I guess the only one that surprised, it wasn't a surprise because the experience still came in, was AJ losing to Andrew Ruiz, but that's not a sneeze at. I'm trying to do that to Andy. When you start match, I read it. I'm not trying to take a shot at Andy because Andy was fat. People call him a little fat dude, but his experience is what played the role in my opinion, AJ's downfall, and not to mention a good well-placed punch up against the temple to get him dizzy. So the pedigree scale got it an even match. The eye test, if you just give it to eye test, you would look at Frank and be like, okay, he passed the eye test. He got speed, he got pop, he got grit, he got a heart. Have we seen him wobble before? I think. Have we seen Frank? Where I can't remember. I think I'd seen the clip where he got clipped, kind of bagged up a little bit, balled up, was able to weather the storm and came back out fighting. It's just so hard to pin down. Are we going to get to a definition of a boxing tank? Will we get to see these boxing skills? Not quite. Oh, wait a minute. He say, not quite. Tank is bona fide. There go that word. When that bona fide hit in front of your number, that kind of like, that's like right before the next level, if it's a level next to that, if it's a level above that, in my opinion. Shoot. I like the Ghost, man. And of course, I like Tank. I want to see a good showing for Ghost. And if it's a good enough fight and he wins, I won't be mad. I'll be a little surprised, but I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, hey, okay, this is making great for his story, his accomplishments, and how far can he ride this wave? But is there a chance that there's a tidal wave coming and he just won't have the horsepower in his engines to ride that wave up to the top of the crest and over? Or will he let that wave roll him over? Man, just sitting here thinking about it, I'm excited. I want to see the way it unfolds. I want to see the camera in there when they're getting taped up. I want to see the mood of the room when they start warming up. I want to see what they look like when they come out, what they come out to, the ring walks. I'm all in on this fight as to see a good fight. I'm all in on these next few fights that are coming down the pipe. I really am. I really am. Even with Usyk and Fury, I'm really eager to see what happens. I truly am. I am truly excited to see what happens. You see how excited I am about Crawford. I'm sitting here thinking that they're getting ready to fight next week. I mean, next month, I get hit in the head. Nah, that's not until August. Dang. But I ain't gonna try to rush time because before you know it, the year be over. We'll be looking at 25. But we can say that 24 has been injected with Turkey Al-Sheikh. Al-Sheikh. Sheikh, Shake, whichever way you want to say it, I guess. It's not really, but y'all know me. He is opened up to the pocketbooks and getting these fights over there to be showcased. And these fighters are accepted. And we got a good lineup coming up, man. And shoot, I can't wait. We saw Tank and Rolly. You know, nobody thought Rolly was going to win. Rolly thought it. We saw Ryan and Tank. You know, Ryan was sucked down to a certain weight. Looked horrible. That picture, you see his ribs and everything, he just looked horrible. He really, truly, the statement, he looked like a walking skeleton, was truly befitting of the picture that they had put up. But man, only fight that slipped through the fingers is Bivol and Beterbiev. That's the only one because Arthur got hurt. Other than that, man, the boxing train is chugging right along. We getting some good fights. Getting some crazy drama, some crazy soap opera drama in the situation mixed in. But for the most part, we getting some good fights. The what is it, the 5-on-5 with Matchroom versus come on, Toy. Matchroom versus y'all help me. What's the name? I'm about to cut out. Take Karen. Oh, that's a bit right here. Let me go. Right. Put this note in my phone so I could know because I'll forget. At 260 before you lay down. Don't be telling our secrets on the channel, man. I'm stingy with it. Be sharing the information. Take it easy, bro. Appreciate you stopping through. If you're getting ready to cut out, I appreciate you stopping in and extending the conversation. But where was it? We got great fights coming down. Matchroom versus Eric all made it to the crib. You know how we always say, baby. We glad you made it. And with that, my brother making it to the house. Haven't heard from Debo in a while. We got a couple of new wrenches in. You know what I'm saying? I hate that I said, you know what I'm saying so much tonight. Next show, I will not be doing that. We're going to cut that out the vocabulary. With all being said, it was a great show tonight. Great conversation. I got to thank Hyphy for keeping me set up with some good pictures because my setup of picture game is horrible. It's horrible. I just don't have it in me to go and look and make the pictures. I don't know how he does it. And he comes up with some good topics for us to talk about. Like I said, everybody has their opinion on this show. And I will not censor anybody's opinion. We keep it real, we keep it raw. So, with that being said, to my brothers, my sisters didn't come through tonight. They usually be popped in and and say hello and then go back to bed. But I'm gonna go ahead and give a shout out to our sisters anyway. Armin Brown, Lala D, Dimps Design. Yeah, y'all know what it is. Those are our sisters over here in the block. And to you brothers, I appreciate y'all stopping by. We had enough votes and Team Usyk is what everybody riding with. Quite a few of us hoping that Tyson Fury takes the fall. Let it be known that Gil Cole said he rhymed with Fury. He haven't mentioned yet what we're going to put down on it, but I told y'all I had a conversation with myself as Gil Cole, and he challenged me to some candles. I'm going to make some tonight anyway. With that, I'm going to say good night. And peace, my brothers and sisters. Number love to you, fellas. I'm out.